Some people's information is worth more than others. Sorry, J Dog.
So to me, I think that it's fucking stupid.
Oh, never mind. I got 25. Sorry.
I think it's dumb.
Well, can I just take out the 25 or like?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
got to put in all your information.
Oh, then I could take out the 25.
X money is bearish for Bitcoin.
X money. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I don't think they're going to keep that high of an interest rate forever. Um, oh, somebody's got to look up their fucking debit card. Yeah, they came out with a debit card, right? We got to look up the transaction fees and all that shit if it's worth, because that's a big thing, you know. Um, the Schwab debit card is like the best, that investor checking account, because you can use it on any ATM, like in any fucking country, and it gives you back all the fees. So like I was using it in like Mexico and shit where the fees are really high. Bro, that shit was giving me back like 40, $50 a month. Like they're going
I just mean
bankrupt because
like
of my ass. Go ahead.
to me, to me, the fact that this app is already a piece of shit, and like you see people that get their account hacked and they takes them a couple of weeks to get it back. I just feel like this is the last place I'd want to trust with my money. You know,
Yeah, I was thinking that they should like do some other shit to
you know
improve
the damn
the
well there's gonna be no like the thing about a regular bank is you can just go there or you can just call them up and they usually help you and you can resolve it. With this, like, you think there's gonna be someone to call?
fuck
There's gonna be
no. Oh, you're fucked.
your
Wait,
shit.
wait. Be real. Nobody walks into a regular bank these days anymore, man. I mean,
Yeah,
do you?
because you haven't had your
Right?
shit locked up. I had an account locked up
Oh,
for like 6 months. I'm so happy I was able to go to the bank and bring my ID. Dude, banking online is a little bit. Trust me, when something happens and your shit's getting taken, you're gonna wish you had a place to go to and give your ID and stop it.
I see. Yeah,
I
because
got
some.
locked out. They thought they got news that I accidentally that I died and like they were gonna give the account away and like it took me a while.
Dude, what kind of bank are you going with?
It
What
was a
is going
major bank
on?
because like some way they sent mail somewhere that I like left and like the person there died or something. It was real weird. I don't know. Yeah, it took, dude. I was on the phone. Here's why I don't want to do it. I was on the phone probably 5 or 6 times, sent emails. It was such a time suck, and I'm like, think about if your ex account gets hacked, you really have time to be on the phone and send emails and this and file reports and show them paperwork, dude. This whole thing is, I think it's stupid. I don't
I ain't
know.
putting no money on this account.
Another thing is too.
I'll
To
take
me too,
that
it's like
15 though.
to me it's weird. It's like 6%. That's weird, right? I don't know. It's 6% because there's no staff to ever help you. They have to pay. So if you get locked out, you're gonna be locked out forever. Am I wrong?
I mean, I don't keep any money in the regular banks anyways, right? It's only like a few $1,000s for expenses. Like, who the hell keeps their money there, not getting any interest, not getting anything? So if you leave a lot of money in your regular bank account, you're fucking stupid.
I prefer to leave it in Bitcoin so it can randomly drop 50% in
Yeah,
6 months, but
exactly.
that's just my model.
Yeah, Tell,
100%.
I can't tell if
Finally,
you're
I
telling the
agree with.
truth or what.
Finally, I agree with Blake for the first time.
Not, I mean, like everybody's gotta put it where they want to put it, but right these days you can't put it anywhere. It seems like freaking everywhere. It's not doing good. Equities, fucking Bitcoin, dude, don't know where to put it in.
Dog's doing pretty good.
The dollar has strengthened against a majority of the major currencies, so the buying power of the dollar is actually up right now. Uh, the buying power of the dollar versus SanDisk is up 55% in a month. So it's all relative.
Oh, actually, I was trying to tell you this yesterday, but fun fact: Dog is outperforming MSTR year to date.
Didn't you say that would happen?
Hey,
No, that's
how
my
can I
thesis.
become
Yeah,
a dog millionaire, J Dog?
yeah. Go to Kraken, buy some dog. That's pretty much it.
It's only on Kraken. It's not like anywhere else.
There's other exchanges, but as far as US, yeah, just Kraken right now. But Kraken's a good exchange, man. I actually, once I signed up, it's like $50 a year. You get like what 20? I think it's $10,000 free trading a month. If you sign other people up, you pretty much pay that off. Like I signed up 2 people, I made like 150, so that pretty much paid for it. And yeah, I mean it has pretty much all. You have Bitcoin on there, you can get Bitcoin. But yeah, you can buy dog on Kraken.
I just don't want to sign up another account, man. I got
What do you
Strike
use?
already.
What?
It's like yet another one. I
Yeah,
use Strike. Strike. I
yeah, but
got Coinbase.
Strike only has Bitcoin, so that's the only issue. But if you want dog, just sign up for Kraken. I think it's
I
worth it.
mean, I am only Bitcoin. That's why.
Same.
So, anyways,
So, Astro, is Cosby going to massacre the Nasdaq tomorrow?
Cosby, dude, isn't he in jail?
No, Cosby, the Koreans.
I thought he was black.
Nope, not the black guy. I'm talking about a Korean.
Not Bill Cosby. Somebody else.
His wife?
Still far away. You are colder.
I will say the Cosby selling off yet again and most likely having another sidecar is not a good thing.
Remember?
So
Do you remember the
just
Cosby Show in the 80s?
No, I never saw it.
What?
Wait, didn't he do something like pretty bad?
He did something
No,
very bad. He
he was
drugged
America's.
women.
He was America's dad.
He
They were.
drugged women.
He was a doctor.
he was America's rapist
He was a
dad.
Correct.
Yes.
doctor. They lived in Brooklyn Heights. He was a good
Yeah, that was
father.
it. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's wild too. The thing too is because all these like rich fucks that could basically get laid anytime they want. They're still drugging women. I mean, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind
It's
of
all
like
about the rush, you know.
it's
That's what they
it's like
want.
Bernie Madoff. I mean, he
The
didn't really have to run a Ponzi or scam people. He's already pretty fucking rich. I mean,
Was he in the Epstein files?
Madoff.
No, Cosby.
No, I don't think he was too old. Like he was that guy died. When Cosby's dead, right?
I don't think so.
No, maybe he's not. Bill.
He's
No.
alive.
Oh, you know what? Was anyone? I don't know if I should say this, but was anyone not white in the Epstein files? I think it was all white people, right?
That is a good question. That is a good question. I don't remember seeing any Asian in there.
Definitely not no Asian. I don't. I don't think any. I don't think there was any non-white. I don't even think there was any Latino in there. Not that Not that they were. Well, they could have been prejudiced. I mean, maybe Epstein was a little racist. I don't know.
What is wrong with the white boys, man? What the hell they do this craziness? Got kinky
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Yuck.
exactly where I should come in right there. Because it's the dollar. It's the fiat, see? It's the fiat
Houston, we have
fintech
a
Ponzi
problem.
crew.
What happened?
Whatever happened to Kate Upton?
Where'd he go? Houston?
No, he said what he needed to say. That's all. That's
Did
all.
he
He's a
leave?
man of few words.
Did he leave?
By the
Astro, did you
way,
kick him
the
down?
most
I didn't kick anybody down.
bearish indicator for MSTR or for strategy was that even Epstein thought him to be too weird to come to his
What?
island.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh,
CEO
you didn't hear that,
that
Asteroid? That's
you're
true.
I
trusting
never heard
in.
that. I didn't. I never. I.
You guys
Yes,
haven't seen that?
the largest serial rapist in the 21st century was even like sailor's too weird for
The
No,
me.
sailor
Epstein
like
didn't.
So
That wasn't Epstein that said that, but it was like one of his. I don't know what you would call her. It was like a tech
no,
chick.
yes,
guys.
the people that knew his taste was like, yeah, he's not gonna like
Sailor back
sailor.
then wasn't even big enough for Epstein to give a fuck about him. Sailor, like if it was, it would have been Sailor reaching out to Epstein.
No, Evan, he was in there. I remember seeing that too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tao, are there
Really?
any Asian private clubs that white guys
Someone
are
pull
in?
it up.
Like,
Maybe not.
would an Asian ever have his own private secret club and let white dudes in it?
Maybe not. But I am not
Probably
familiar
not.
with any secret Asian clubs. Just to let you guys
Well, you
know.
were
Just want
taking
to
a
clarify
victory
that.
lap that there were no Asians in the Epstein club. I don't know white
Uh,
dudes that have a secret private club that let Asians in it either.
I'm just calling as I see it. That's
He's got a
all.
point there.
Hey, you
He
know
does
No,
got
what's
a
you're
point
funny
right,
there.
about
Tao.
all
No,
this?
your point's right. Like, but I got clubs. I'd
I'm
never
gonna
let an
post
Asian
something in
dude
the
in.
pill. Yo, this stuff is funny, man, because like while everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, there's already videos from the Russians on this. I'm gonna put it in the pill just to see what y'all say. By the way, the real men support BIP 110 over there trash talking. The fake men support BIP 110.
Are they talking
They
shit about us?
oh yeah, they kicked me out. You know what
What'd
I'm
they
saying?
say?
Wait, whose space is it? Is that Fred
Hey,
Krueger's?
hey,
No,
hang on.
it's
There's
Thomas.
another space
This is
talking
Thomas.
about stretch and strategy, talking shit about you too, Asteroid. Just
Are you
letting you know.
serious?
I would think so.
They were saying shit about me.
Negative publicity is
Actually,
good
I don't know. I'm just
publicity.
making that up. My bad. I'm just making that
Get,
up.
get,
But I would assume there may be some
Oh my
comments.
God.
Hey,
They got
share the
Puncher,
space out.
Darkside, and
Share the
Thomas in
space out
there.
so we can get our numbers up and smoke green. We're only about higher. We're
Well, I
only
think
higher than about
Rob
10.
is holding this.
We're only
Yeah,
above it
Rob
by
is
10
holding the
people right
space.
now. Share the fucking space. We gotta smoke them. Share it.
Uh,
Share it.
someone may have already shared this, but this whole BIP 110 thing reminds me a lot within Mormonism whenever they have the schism between polygamy and monogamy. Like it is insane how similar this debate is to
Because
that.
they
yeah,
act like a religious, like an Opus Dei people. It's like fucking relax, bro. Jesus
we are
Christ.
at 88. Grain is at 83.
Come
We're
on, share
pretty
that
holding on.
motherfucker. We gotta smoke them.
No, that's not the BIP 110 space. The BIP 110 space is at 255.
Oh, they've been beating us for a while, but green is like 10 behind us. We gotta get this number up.
Dude, I'm sort of curious. I don't know much about Fred Krueger. I've come across him just recently, but man, he's an interesting, seems to be an important player in the space.
Not really.
Yeah.
He's just going for follower account.
The thing about Fred is he's not like those other guys. Like he's just kind of like doing this. The other ones are like they're fucking serious, big time serious. They get upset. Like he doesn't really. He honestly doesn't give a fuck about it. I don't think. He's just doing the shit for
He admitted it.
fun.
He's just doing it for the follower account.
But you talk to Thomas or Puncher about it, they're like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? Like they get crazy for whatever reason.
Astrid, you gotta put BIP 110 in your freaking name, man. You gotta be part of the
I'm
crowd.
not gay.
He did have it for like 2 days, so he's gay for like 2 days.
I was gay for 2 days.
So you're bisexual?
Not
But
today.
by the way, the BIP 110ers are the monogamists in the metaphor or analogy, and the others are the polygamists. Just if anyone was wondering.
Are you
There
more?
you go, Astrid. Move
Blake, are
to
you
fucking
Mormon?
Utah and do polygamy.
Thankfully, I'm not.
Or you were
But
were you born?
I
You were
was
born Mormon, right?
I was raised Southern Baptist of all things, and now I'm a secular humanist. So full circle, or I'm sorry, 180 from there. But anyway, it's all the same.
Like my girlfriend's family member's a Baptist. And again, I'll start this with your religion. It's fine. It don't matter to me. But boy, do they take their religion extremely seriously. It's like I never
And
met.
it's crazy. Well, now is she Baptist or Southern Baptist? Because the Southern Baptists are the wackos.
Well, she was Southern Baptist, but then this person moved to Ohio. So I think I don't know if
Okay.
the Southern carries, but I was like, because first, how often you go to church? You want to come to
Here's one
Bible
thing that's a
retreat?
fact in my life,
Hopefully.
Shepard. In the business world, I've never met a Mormon who isn't extremely successful. So whatever obsession they have with their spiritual beliefs and habits, it always seems to lead to success and happiness.
Well, isn't that
Okay.
because they're like they don't drink, they have to work hard, they have to have like a wife and family, they're not allowed to be indulgent with like hedonistic stuff. Isn't
For
that
the
kind of
most,
why?
yeah, very disciplined and not into the tchotchke stuff of the world. You know,
I
Are
feel
they
like
not allowed to drink caffeine? I thought. Is that true?
this is true. If
That
they're
is true.
really orthodox,
Nothing that
if they're
alters
really orthodox.
the
But like
psyche.
Is
they'll,
Mitt?
Yeah.
but I've met Mormons that will shun coffee at every. They can't even have it in their house, but they just guzzle soda. You know,
Oh, well,
Coca-Cola.
there's caffeine in Coca-Cola.
Right. So it's not the caffeine thing. It's just coffee can be evil too. But
What?
all religions have their funny
What
little
about energy
quirks.
Loopholes.
drinks? What about energy drinks?
Oh, so I thought it was just the caffeine is they don't
Like
like
Blake
it, but
said,
it's
no altars. No,
so it's
no altars.
what does no alters mean? I don't.
Like no.
Anything that alters your
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
consciousness.
soda has
So,
Anything
caffeine.
that can be interpreted as a
but does
drug.
Coca-Cola alter your consciousness or no?
Yes, and so does
Yeah,
sugar, but they gotta let some things come through.
yeah. I feel like. Do you think Mitt Romney didn't drink coffee then? Mitt Romney never. I wonder.
I don't think he did.
I
Yeah,
will say,
He's probably pretty straight edge.
I will say, I
yeah.
quit smoking weed, and I got closer to God, and I've been making way more money than I've ever had in my life.
You're into God now?
When did
I've
you
always
stop
been,
smoking weed?
I've always been into God, but I kind of started reading the Bible and like studying Christianity. I wouldn't say I'm a Christian, but I would say I'm a follower of Christ.
Tau, your stacks will continue to grow. It's divine.
I was smoking weed for 10 years, Evan.
And you just stopped like a month ago, or when did you stop?
I actually got sick with a bad fever for like 2 weeks, and then I was able to stop. Finally quit.
Green
I've
is
been wanting to
beating us
quit though.
now. Share,
Would you have
Green
the
is beating us.
flu? What was the
Green is beating us by 2 people. You better share the
HIV.
space
No,
out.
fuck you, fuck you,
Share it.
Blake.
Share it.
It was a bad fever. I shared it
Jeez.
Share
already.
it.
I retweeted it. I was like, yeah, it was pretty
Share
bad.
this motherfucker.
I've never a fever for 2 weeks.
Oh,
Is
Evan.
God.
this
Evan, aren't you down with Team Fake Men Support BIP 110?
It was
Share
like a
this.
week, and
and
then
share the
it's
space?
recovering.
Yeah. We're trying to beat Green.
Is it
What's
Space Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
If you're not sharing it,
I got to go to bed soon. I hit
I,
the like
all
button.
right. I
I
boosted
just
your
shared
banger.
something else,
That's
but
tight.
Hey, I stepped away from the space and then I saw the
How did you
title.
retweet it?
I saw the title and I came back into space. The title made me come back into the space.
Tell you got to retweet it or you're getting booted, dude.
Oh
I
retweet
got to
man,
go
come
to
on.
bed,
retweet
Too
it.
guys.
much
But
pressure,
That's the new
man. Too
rules
much
around
pressure.
here.
So
Hey,
much pressure.
someone pipe in the other space.
yeah, I got to go to bed, guys. But I'll catch you guys soon. Good talking to all
No,
you
we're
guys.
gonna be short one person, man. We need more people.
I
All
got
right,
to
have
go.
a good night, Evan.
Like,
Okay, I shared the space asteroid for my small follower account.
How many followers do you have?
Yeah.
Like 1,400. I've been trying to boost these numbers. I want to get to 2 grand.
You got to boost them, dude.
Hey, Asteroid, did you ever take those shorts against Micron and SanDisk like we talked about?
No.
You pussy. Why didn't you do it? Even your AI was telling you I was right.
Yeah. Honestly, to be honest, a lot of the time, I just kind of forget. To be honest, I kind of forgot about it.
You might want to get that checked out by a
Well, I
doctor.
have like 3 jobs. I got all this shit going on. I can't really keep track of it all. Kind of forgot about it. But there'll be another opportunity. You know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
head out, guys. Thanks, Asteroid and
Oh, you're
Balake
leaving? Everyone's
and
leaving now?
no, I don't know. Are we? I thought I saw. I was just listening in, dude. And I
I
was
know, but
I saw Mars just showed up.
we got to pump these numbers.
I hear
Green's
you.
beating us by
Yeah, we're pumping numbers.
15 people. What the fuck? His MSTR propaganda's winning.
Mhm.
Oh, that's all junk, dude.
We need to
Oh,
jump
You
Grant
want
in.
me to start
Salton
talking
running a space
talking
too?
bearish talk?
What?
We need to.
I can start talking
Oh, J
bearish.
Dog just
That'll
showed
get some
up.
followers.
You guys want 15 people in here?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I'll
get
help
some
you out
bots
real
in here.
Start
quick.
shading
Hold
bit,
on.
Blake. Start
Yeah,
shading
let's get
bit.
some
Alright,
bots in
copy
here.
link.
Let's
Okay,
bot
so
this place.
here's some tits and ass for y'all. Some
I'll
TA.
see 'em.
I
Hold on.
believe that we just formed a what's called a running flat corrective wave, which is very rare and is incredibly bearish. So as long as we don't crack that 67.3 level, it's actually lowered at this point because of the drop off. But long story short, if that thesis is correct, we're going to be getting a very large sell off here within the next couple of weeks. So there's your bearish take.
Let me know if everybody starts hitting those numbers that I just posted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bearish numbers on what real quick, dude? What do you think's
The
getting done?
Fed is hiking tomorrow.
No, they're not.
No,
No, they're
the Fed is
not.
not hiking tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm gonna do some zero DTE 1 week DRAM trades. I think the fucking market's gonna rip because they're under this erroneous assumption he's gonna raise, which I think it's very unlikely.
Short SanDisk.
I will give you a contrarian take though. If you actually look at the bond yields, specifically the tips break evens, the bond market is not pricing in inflation as a risk. If anything, they're pricing in a mistake by the Fed, which would be a short-term rate hike. I think that this is the last Fed meeting where they'll be able to make that mistake. So I actually think that we might start seeing a sell-off if the Fed has a neutral guidance, because by the time they meet again, I think the oil shock will have hit a point where it's very clear that we're in some form of a recession, and I think it'll start to spread a little bit into the Western markets. So that would mean that yields will actually start to drop, and the dollar will continue to rise versus the other currencies. So that's a little contrarian take for you guys.
I know that everybody like in the other trading spaces are really concerned about the JPY trade. That the
Oh,
JPY is just
the yen carry shot.
yep, JPY, the Japan, yep, the yen. Everyone's worried
So
about that
we
bad boy.
Dude, I'm more concerned about the Koreans. I don't even give a fuck about Japan right now. I want Cosby to stop going down every fucking day because apparently we just keep following it or they're following us like a snake eating a snake.
are we okay to talk a little bit about this carry trade that's in the zeitgeist at the moment, or is that too boring?
We pump those numbers up. I just need to know how the trains just performed. Did they come ripping
Groundbreaking
in?
news. Share it with your family.
Does anybody actually think the Fed's going to raise rates? I'm
Fuck
No.
just speaking.
no.
Fuck, it's
Mm-mm.
so
I
Okay.
don't.
retarded.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I just curious because I know.
We've been going on with
Uh,
this shit for 2 years, dude. Absolutely not. We barely got
yeah.
a rate cut. Yeah, no, dude. They raised, dude. That'd fucking be
I
crazy
don't get how there's a 30% odds right now on that.
because of fucking money and bettings, and it's the easiest thing. Every $100 you make $30 fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like the betting odds, dude. The markets are crazy, man. Anytime, but here's the thing though. It was just like the 24 election, man. Anytime you needed to get real odds, fuck the news, fuck Fox, fuck CNN, fuck them all, dude. Newsmax, go to the betting markets, and they said the story of the red wave. There was billions of dollars that the dude. So, like right now, dude, the odds are. I mean, think about it. You got a 70% chance right now that absolutely not. But 30% are just trying to flip. Who do you think those are? It's the other people trying to get you to fucking pay them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just fucking.
It's
I
like
just hate putting money
Jesus
away
comes
no matter
back
the
before
odds.
GTA 6 comes, dude. Do you see the betting odds on that?
Christ comes before GTA 6? Dude, I'll take
People
that
are
bet.
getting impatient. You know what I'm
I
saying?
would actually maybe take that bet, man.
Well, it's crazy because you get paid as the odds change. So the whole point was is that people were impatient and they fucking race because
Do you think GTA 6 is actually getting released?
you
Bro,
see what
what
I'm
if the
saying?
Antichrist comes and they call the bet and they call it as Christ
Mm.
coming?
Bro,
Well, they did
Antichrist
that with
comes and we're all
Monero.
fucked.
They did say invasion to Venezuela, but they didn't pay it out because it wasn't an invasion. It was an operation on the daily just to get Madero.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah, isn't it right? See what I'm saying?
That boots on the ground bet though in Iran was actually kind of funny, or not funny, but very interesting how that actually paid out. It was after that was it the helicopter that got shut down and they had to do the rescue operation?
You're saying
Not
they did
everybody
pay
at
that one?
once. Yeah, because it said boots on the ground. It didn't say anything about the operation level. And so because they had to do a rescue mission, I'm sorry, the second that pilot was confirmed on the ground, they counted it
Oh,
as
that's funny.
boots on the ground.
Yeah, I would count that though. That seems right. Damn, the other space is cooking us.
Yeah, because you guys aren't sharing it out.
I shared it.
No,
I shared it.
I shared it once. I can share it again. I
We
can just
gotta
keep
get like Joe
spam
or Fred
people.
in here. I text Joe and Fred. I was like, come drop by and just sit there, so that way you know how it does it. You know what I'm saying?
Tell Joe that Blake's talking about private credit. He'll get in here right away.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me just press. Come help.
Blake, are you a firefighter as well?
Yes, that is one of my
How
professions.
do you have
Yeah.
all these different jobs?
I only have two.
What is it?
So I'm a firefighter, paramedic, and then I've been in the mortgage industry for the past 15 years. I'm a partner in a kind of a boutique mortgage firm, as we say.
How do you manage to do both? Just different times?
Half man, half amazing.
Interesting. You like being a firefighter?
Yeah, it's great. It'll kick your ass at times, but I do enjoy it. And the two jobs complement each other very well.
We boosting numbers, Asteroid? Or are we falling off here?
I think the space is kind of dying, so it's falling off. Oh well. Oh shit, it's getting late anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Late. What is it? 9 o'clock?
Not here.
What do you mean not there? You're in Chicago, aren't you?
It's 10 o'clock.
Oh my god, I'm at 11 o'clock.
Mm.
You taking any naps today?
No, man.
Fuck, you must be spent then.
Yeah, dude, I'm spent. I need a fucking nap.
Do you actually sleep a full 8 hours or just like periodically nap?
Yeah, 7 or 8. Yeah,
Okay.
dude. I
So
think so. Honestly, I feel like one of my favorite things is like sleeping. So you know what I mean?
who the fuck did you just allow on stage?
I don't know, but maybe you can bring some action to the space. Do you like sleeping?
Do I like sleeping?
What's that? Oh fuck! I just broke a vase or something. Oh god. Yeah. Do you like sleeping?
Sometimes it depends. It depends how tough of a day I'm gonna have. If I think I'm gonna have like a difficult day the next day, it's actually kind of nice being a little sleep deprived because it numbs the emotions. You know, it makes you more irritable, but it also makes you give less of a fuck.
I don't know. To me, like, I just feel like sleeping is one of the best things in the world. Sometimes I wish my life was just one big nap. You know?
Oh damn, dude, they're doubling us now. We're at 60. They're at 100.
It's because this fucking convo is boring because everyone's out of it. Which I don't. I gotta end it anyways. Like in a second. But Mondeth. You got what alpha you got for us, Mondeth?
What's good, dudes? I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, man, my account looks whack when you look at it, but this is just like a secondary account I use on my laptop or whatever. But how are you guys doing tonight, man? I really just wanted to come on and say what's up, and I've been jumping around to a couple different spaces, and yours seems to be more fun than a lot of them, so that's what's up.
Nothing
But
much.
yeah, I don't have anything to shill. I don't have anything fucking much to say, dudes. Just fucking grinding through this bear market, dude. Chilling. And
Are you getting killed like everyone else who's long, or did you decide to go short? Or are you gonna go long again?
dude, I got wrecked so fucking bad leverage trading last cycle. I really just buy and hold spot. If that's what you're saying, or just like long or short in as far as what I think the market's doing.
Just
Just in terms of the
Bitcoin?
marketing, I mean, I think it's good if you're doing that for Bitcoin, just like in general. It seems like you just do more Bitcoin, not TradFi.
No, man. You know what? I fucking honestly, dude, most of my time is probably within like the Solana ecosystem. Phantom, shitcoins. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. I mean, the last cycle was the Solana casino, but Bitcoin's the shit. I've been watching Bitcoin since 6K, like a little before like COVID. And like I was in the space prior to that with, you know, Dogecoin personally and stuff, whatever. But you know, I've always appreciated Bitcoin for what it was, but I've never bought and held it long term ever.
So you've been here a while, then.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Fucking late 2016. I mean, when I used to be in the weed game, and I had a buddy who was like the classic like college story where it's like my brother's friend was like mining Bitcoin back in like 2013 and told me about it, and then you know he felt late to the party buying in 2015, and then told me, like, I worked with him in the cannabis space, and like he got me involved pretty early on, dude. But it was all about Bitcoin at the time, and Ether was fucking super cheap at the time when that launched, and that was a bit of a focal point. But Dogecoin, man, Dogecoin was the needle in the vein for me, dude. That's why I'm still here, for sure.
Have you heard about Dog on Bitcoin?
Dog on Bitcoin, like on Bitcoin's blockchain.
Yeah, on Bitcoin L1. It's on the Runes protocol. It's 2 years old.
Dude, I haven't, man. I know that, like, I mean, like XRP, like Bitcoin had some memes, but like I feel like the verdict was that there's just not a lot of volume, right? Like it's almost like Mana.
Not
like
true. Not true. It's actually
Really?
more than 60% of the transactions on Bitcoin L1 are coming from the Runes protocol right now. So it's pretty much the winner as far as fungible tokens.
And a lot of that's from meme trading.
Yeah, all meme coins.
That's
And
fantastic.
Dog is the number one meme coin on Bitcoin. It's 60 million market cap right now. Went to $1 billion 2024.
That's fantastic. And I guess so. If you don't mind me asking, dude, like, how are you acquiring that coin? What platform are you using to buy and sell it?
So right now I'm buying it on Kraken, but I flipped pretty much all my Bitcoin stack into Dog in around 2024. And I've just been a part of the community if you look at my profile, I do the Dog Millionaire show every Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. PST. But yeah, man, it was the largest free airdrop on Bitcoin. And our goal is to flip Doge and become the number one meme coin, onboard millions of people to Bitcoin. That's kind of the goal.
I mean, that's cool as fuck, dude. Honestly, man, it's been a wild ride, dude, since the beginning, and Bitcoin always is like a warm hug. So I mean, I respect that shit, dude.
Yeah, it's all UTXO based, so it's just like the same thing as moving Bitcoin, and you get the security of the Bitcoin blockchain. A lot of people from like the Solana ecosystem, the Ethereum ecosystem, all these other blockchains, they all pretty much kind of came over slowly. But I think that's going to accelerate in the bull market as Dog really takes off, and a lot of this other ecosystem, a lot of these other runes and ordinals. I don't know if you heard about ordinals, like the NFT protocol, but yeah, I'm into all that shit, and I see it as just a way to onboard a lot of the retail market and a lot of the people that are kind of on altcoins, stuck in Solana or Ethereum. Like I played in those ecosystems, I made good money there, but I pretty much rotated it all back into Bitcoin assets.
Dude, heck yeah, man. I mean, honestly, dude, I've dabbled in NFTs primarily on like crypto.com's blockchain. And just, I mean, I don't know, I've jumped around back and forth, dude, but I think, like, dude, the most money I've ever made in this space is buying at the bottom of last cycle and holding spot for 2.5 years and dumping primarily in Solana, a couple other fucking projects. But like, I know that's boring, dude. Like, no one wants to hear, oh, dude, you bought fucking Solana for $14 to $20 average price range and dumped it at a fucking 185. You know, oh, that's super, super gay. It's like, no, dude, it was fantastic. It was life-changing money for me. And every time I try to leverage trade and jump the gun and make quick money, it fucking backfires every time. NFTs was a waste of my time. I don't personally fuck with it. I know it's still like a lot of people fuck with NFTs. NFTs, it's just not for me. I tried it, didn't do it, man. But shitcoins, man, on Bitcoin, I'm super into that, dude. So if you guys keep talking about it, I'm open ears.
Yeah, the only one I recommend is Dog, just because the distribution, I would say it's the most decentralized meme coin that exists. It kind of solves the big problem that Doge has. Doge has an inflationary supply, adds 5 billion tokens each year. I think I checked it yesterday. I actually wrote a post about this, but back in 2021, it hit a 88 billion market cap to hit 74 cents. Now to hit 74 cents, Doge would need to hit 134 billion market cap. So it added like something around there. It added like an additional like Well, a lot. Had a lot of. You need a lot more billions to actually get it. I think it's 126 billion. So I think it needed like 36 billion more to actually hit that. Dog has a finite supply of 100 billion, and it was designed to mimic like Bitcoin itself. So again, UTXO based, fully decentralized, fairly distributed. It was distributed to over 75,000 wallets when the initial airdrop. I was there before it was even airdropped. And I was buying the runestone. So runestone was like an ordinal collection. So that traded for like a month. That was a free airdrop also to everyone that was basically involved with the whole ordinals ecosystem. So there's 112,383 runestones. A month later, people received a dog airdrop, and then it was just dominating the whole entire ecosystem. It's the most valuable token on Bitcoin L1, and it's pretty much like the blue chip chosen winner for this next cycle. It's just everyone else hasn't realized it. But I'm positioned. I put it, like I said, I put them, and I had a few Bitcoins. You know, like I won't tell you how much, but like I pretty much threw it all into dog, and I'm not worried. It kind of came down obviously from the bear market but in 2024 I pretty much doubled my stack. But it's now more positioned way better to go into a full bull market, and I do believe it's going to flip Doge over time. It's on Bitcoin, you know, so I think, and for the ecosystem, it really helps with retail adoption, and you kind of get it. You understand. You've played in the Solana ecosystem. Solana was great in onboarding a lot of the younger generation, the Gen Z crowd, and all that. The only problem is that there's so many rugs. You have to go in and out of these coins, and dog is something that's going to be long term. We're trying to be the top meme coin and keep that crown, and finally flip Doge to be the one to actually take it down. So that's kind of the mission there. We're here to onboard millions of people to Bitcoin. I do think this is the way. But yeah, man, I followed you. Maybe if you're interested, I could send you some more stuff about it, because I don't want to take over Asteroid Space, but I know he wants to go to bed pretty soon.
Hey guys, I appreciate that. Honestly, it reminds me of like Bonk, dude. I mean, when Solana dropped their, what the hell? I can't even remember the name of the fucking phone, but
The Solana
basically
phone?
like their
Yeah.
yeah, the Solana native V1, dude. It had Bonk as an airdrop, and all the homies that held it, fucking value went stupid. And Bonk,
It's always
I
the
mean, I think it
airdrops,
was,
bro. The free airdrops are the ones that do well, and that's kind of
yeah,
the. Well, I mean, yeah,
and
you've
I
seen.
mean,
Sorry, go ahead.
fuck yeah, homie. I'm just saying, like, dude, it's cool, man. It's just like Bonk is, I mean, dude, it was launched in like 2024, and it's still here kicking ass, doing it. I mean, the Solana community, I think, still has respect, and once the market heats back up, it's going to come online. I'm sure your coin will as well. And yeah, I'll check Doggo for sure, dude. I'm stoked to look into it. I'm honestly going to for sure.
Shit, I think the space died. Are you gonna go over to grain space?
Well, yeah, man, you
Dog?
brought up death. It died.
Are you gonna go over to grain space? You sell out?
Happy to kill it.
No, I gave you a follow though, bro. I'll send you some info if you're interested. But I'll probably go to that. I have to use my alt account to get into that BIP 110 space. I'll probably go in there.
Why they blocked you?
I'm blocked by Puncher and Darkside. Dude, Puncher was blocking everybody. I don't know. He's going on a blocking spree, and even people that
Honestly,
didn't even do anything really.
this whole BIP 110 thing makes me want to sell all my Bitcoin. I'll be honest, it's so fucking dumb. Yeah, the problem.
That's why I bought Dog, bro. This is the exact reason.
Yeah, but
Bitcoin's
Dog's on
institutionalized.
Bitcoin, so it's the same shit.
Nah, the community's better.
Yeah, but
They're
if
not.
something happens to Bitcoin, Dog is fucked too. So
Yeah,
honestly,
you got a point, but it's not gonna kill Bitcoin, bro. The BIP 110
it's not. But like
it's gonna
it
end.
suggests that it's more fragile than you think, because like if you could just get a small minority of people that are,
It would be fragile if they succeeded, but
That's
it's
what I'm
gonna
saying. If
fail.
they
Like it's
succeed,
gonna fail.
if they
Oh no,
succeed,
it won't. It's not even close, bro.
if they succeed, I'm literally probably selling 50 or 60.
That I agree.
Because that means that you
Then
could
the
just
whole
have a
thesis is broken.
tiny minority that just screams and gets it changed. That is, I feel like that's they said that the spam is the end. That's the fucking end of Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
No, I 100% agree with that, but they're not going to succeed. There's
Because
no way.
they're clearly like I would say a real small minority that's just very loud. And it reminds me of the woke movement, how the woke movement has fundamentally altered society, even though it's like the people who believe in all this weird trans race stuff is probably like 5%. And think about how how much those 5% or whatever have impacted society. Like it's kind of the same thing, right? It's crazy, and they kind of act
Yeah, it
the
was a
same
lot of
too.
propaganda. It was a lot of propaganda, a lot of misinformation. Yeah.
Have you noticed they kind of act the same too? Is that kind of
No,
what?
I've been thinking that. No, I've been thinking that.
It's
Like, I
weird,
felt like it
right?
was COVID. I felt like it was COVID all over again, bro. That's what I felt.
But
In some kind of weird way, where within misinformation and like the gaslighting, like that's what it felt like to me. I agree with you. Yeah, if it succeeded, then I think Bitcoin's thesis kind of was broken. But yeah, they're not going to succeed. There's no way.
and
There's
they
no way
the
at all.
weird thing is too, they always have all these like weird loops, these like logic, like pretzel logic, where it's like I pull up one of the BIP 110ers dashboards, and it's like it says 2% signaling, and then I show that to the BIP 110 guys, like that Dave Lund guy, and everyone, they're like, "You don't know how it works. It's based off the pool, so that score isn't correct. It's actually way higher." And I'm like, "What? Why is it?" They kind of remind me of the STMR bros. Like, there's no like, no matter any of the evidence you show, it's like they always say no, spin it and like pretzel logic and gaslight you. It's the same thing with with MSTR, right? Like the MNAP changed 5 times to make it look better, and they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's the same fucking kind of like mentality. It's weird, and they do the same shit with this BIP thing. I pulled up the guy's own dashboard. It says 2%. He's like, you don't understand how pools work. That actually means it's getting close to the 55. Does it? I mean, I don't even. The thing about all these guys is they have such these weird roundabout, complicated ways of describing things. I don't even know if what they're saying is true or it's just word salad. Do you know what I mean? I can't even tell at this point anymore. Honestly, I can't tell. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get you. I get you.
right? Like, what do you mean pools? Like, this is your pro bitch 110 dashboard. It says 2%. I mean, adjust it then. I don't even know what I'm looking at this point. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. They have less than like
You
3%
said that's not true. They
signaling
have
at
a
any
way
given
more, but
time.
it's distorted because like pools and stuff. But it's again, it's the same sort of
Yeah,
like,
that makes no sense at all.
but it's the same sort of like weird pretzel logic that the MSTR guys have, right? It's down 90%. All the preferreds are down. They changed the MNAT metrics to look great, but it's actually bullish. You want to know why? Because like this kind of thing, and then you twist this and stretch, and you know what I'm saying, man. You get my drift.
Yeah, I get you, bro. But it's gonna be over in like 10 days.
Ah,
Honestly, it's gonna end in they're gonna fork off, and he's gonna create a shit coin. It's gonna be Luke Dash coin.
don't if it's just for everyone to know. Don't try to claim this token because if you claim this token, I think there's a chance that they can actually take your real Bitcoin. Um,
Yep,
because
yep.
I
That's why
don't
I told people don't even touch it, man.
touch it because I don't completely understand it. But basically, your private key can get exposed if you try to access it. So like, do not try to just get your little like $10 or whatever it is because it's probably not going to be worth the risk. Don't even fucking bother with it. Remember, because the dumb Greek was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna get some extra money, man." I'm like, it's because it doesn't have replay protection or something. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him. Is like they don't have replay protection, so you don't want to mess around with your coins because you might be
Like,
sending them the real Bitcoin. If you
yeah,
try
like
to,
it's
and
pretty
there's not going to
risky.
be any exchange that even there's not going to be any exchange that lists this thing, so it's not going to be worth anything.
Well, there'll probably be something, but it's probably gonna be like not worth much to fucking take a risk of losing a regular Bitcoin, right? It's ridiculous. And
Yeah, the Greek was hilarious. Oh, like, yesterday too, it was going off the wall. I know.
So you say don't touch it. So when they fork, because I've never been through a fork. So if they did, so it just shows up and you just like let it sit in your wallet.
what? Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I'm saying I've never been through a fork. So my question is like, if they did fork, what happens? It just shows up in your wallet and you just don't touch it.
It doesn't show up in your wallet. It's on a different network, but you have a public and private key location there with the Bitcoin. So it's just
Oh,
it's
okay.
like it's a
How would they see the private keys?
so
How does
look,
that work?
I don't think they can, but I am pretty confused
Yeah,
by
I'm
it as
so
well.
confused about how this even works, honestly.
But all I know is like people who are super technical at Portland Health said you probably don't want to mess with it because there's no replay protection. and it can somehow let them get you regular Bitcoin. I don't completely get it. Maybe we can ask him for better detail. But he's saying like
it's all new for all of us because even the other forks in the past, they had the replay protection like Bitcoin Cash. You knew you were getting a different coin. This is much different. They're trying to be the real Bitcoin,
yeah,
so they're
it's
trying to
weird.
hijack the network.
There was like apparently there was like replay protection, so you could do it without a risk of getting your regular Bitcoin stolen. But for me at that time, I held my stuff on exchanges, so all that happened was I didn't even like at the time. I only was in it for a few months or like whatever, maybe 6 months. I didn't really understand what was going on. I was just like, what's this Bitcoin Cash thing? And then like it went up, and then we finally got to be able to sell it after it went down. But like to me, it was just free money. But see, if you don't, if you don't have an exchange, which I don't know if an exchange would even honor the coin, nobody's gonna. It actually doesn't even fucking matter because it's not gonna be worth jack shit anyways. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah, I don't even know how to access it because.
so basically you would need to, you would
Well, but
need
like
to,
even if you use like a wallet, like
so you would need to like spin up like a node for the new coin, and then you would need to like set up a wallet
right.
with your existing public private key, right? Like you set up a wallet with normal Bitcoin, and then you would be able to sign it to send it somewhere to get money. See what I mean?
Yeah, so basically the only way to do it is with a hot wallet, which would require you to enter your private keys into a computer, which is not great.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what you. Yeah, yeah. Well, you could probably. Yeah, I don't know because there's nothing to support. You know what I mean? There's nothing.
That's a good
Nobody
point because
touched this
you're
shit.
using
Nobody
their
touched this.
Dude,
you're
I'll
using
be
his
honest. If you're
software,
touching this
right?
shit, and it's
Yeah.
worth like a bunch of unless it's worth somehow like tens of thousands of dollars or even whatever, don't even fucking. It's retarded to even take the risk because it's just stupid. You know what I mean? If it goes up like a shitload, maybe it's worth it. But for like the $50 or like $300 or whatever you'll get, it's not worth it, dude. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? Just not worth the risk. Don't
Yeah.
even be tempted to do it. It's not worth it.
Dude, 50 bucks is a free lunch, though, dude. I mean, I think people should do it.
How
What?
how do they even deposit the money? That's always something that I've been curious of.
What do you
Like,
mean deposit? What do you mean deposit the money?
yeah, so I'll explain that, right? So you said like again, it like forks. So you have like your Bitcoin that's worth, let's say it's trading 70,000 right now, and then you have the BIP 110 that's trading at like 100, right? Like, so who's generating that value at the 100?
It's just the.
Yeah, like who's doing supply demand? Like, how's that market being created?
It's just buyers and sellers. If it's on an exchange, it's just bid ask.
Yeah, but yeah, I
Play
understand it
price.
being an exchange, right? So I get maybe good examples Bitcoin Cash, right? Like, how did Bitcoin Cash all of a sudden get
It
value?
was on an
It just
exchange. They put it on an
okay,
exchange right away.
okay.
Yeah, it was on Coinbase.
They
Well,
had
like
real hash power behind it for a
yeah,
good minute.
it was on a Coinbase like maybe 3 or 4 days later, and once it went on Coinbase, it went vertical. It was like $300. It went to like 1,500 or something. It went a lot. I remember a lot of us, to be honest, we didn't. A lot of people with it, I don't think we were even really under. I think we thought like they airdropped it to us. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't clear to me what was even really going on. This I understand, but this is harder because you have to take care of all the stuff yourself. Like Coinbase just gave it to you like a week later. I mean, they might give it to you if you want to keep it on an exchange, but
I think some
what's going on,
exchanges already
Mitch?
came out and said they're not going to honor this.
I wouldn't honor it because they have to set up like the nodes. You know what I mean? They have to set up different nodes and infrastructure for what? It's a pain in the ass for nothing, for something that shouldn't even exist. I don't know. This whole BIP 110 thing it's just to see these people act this way. It's just, I don't know, man.
I'm all in on BIP 110, dude. I don't know why you guys are hating so much, dude.
No, you're not.
It's the
Shut up. You don't
future.
even like Bitcoins.
I don't even know what BIP 110 does, dude, but I'm
It's
all
all
in for
bullshit.
it because of the infighting that it creates, and it just like freaks people out. So I'm all in on it. I don't dislike Bitcoin. Definitely don't like it. So I'll get some iBit soon. Don't worry, dude. I'm gonna rejoin the cult soon. I swear. Am I
Mitch,
gonna be
hold on.
allowed back in?
Mitch, could do a test talk. I don't know if we can hear you.
Yo, what's up?
We can hear you now. What's going on?
You guys see that full moon? That full moon out?
No,
I'm
I
Take a
don't.
just
look outside.
I'm chilling lakeside, bro. How about you?
I'm just thinking about stuff. Hey, what do you think? What's going on with the AI trade? Do you think it's just a temporary pullback right before next leg higher?
I mean, a lot of these names like Iron and Cypher are trading below the inherent value of their assets and signed contracts, so I'm inclined to believe it's just a pullback.
For
I
some
mean, the AI thesis
some
isn't dead by any stretch.
some profit taking.
I don't really know what to call it. You can call it profit taking. You can call it a mid-cycle
What
correction,
about
pullback.
what about the SK Hynix? They missed on earnings and some other concerning things in the earnings statement.
I don't follow them, so I can't comment. The only thing that really has my attention today is Mr. Alfred going behind a $250 a month paywall.
Oh God, dude. So
After
uh,
years of building a community around everyone who sells an indicator suite and talks behind a paywall is a fraud and a grifter because they don't actually make any money in markets, so they have to charge subscriptions and you know asking his followers to follow him into backed after the iron trade, and then all of a sudden pulling the fucking rug out from anyone. Like
what happened? What do you mean the
if you
rug?
haven't noticed, I'm salty.
What happened with?
Well, it turns out every single LARP on this app pulls the same fucking playbook where they come on here, they garner attention from a community, and then they're like, oh
Hold
shit,
on,
I'm going to sell a worthless product.
Mitch.
Fred, you got to unblock me, boss. You got to unblock me, Fred. Come
What do you
on.
think? What do you think? He rugged people with? What do you mean by that?
Dude, who on here charges $250 a month just to be able to listen to
Wait,
spaces?
Tim Kotzman has a new $250 plan.
Yeah, I know. I some people were talking about that. I had some DMs, and I was like, "Geez, people are really upset because they feel like they thought these people were like, for the small guy for helping out the people, and now they're like, oh, they're just greedy people." In the end, I'm like, well, yeah, kind of. That's what people are about, right? What do you have to?
So,
What,
so, so,
Well, that
so
was Mike Alfred's whole shtick for years, like claiming he was a man of the people, and then, well, this
what
happens.
do you think about it, Fred?
Every
Was he
single
claiming that?
influencer
Well,
on
I
this
don't
app
think
does
Mike
this.
Alfred's a man of the people. He drinks like $500 bottles of wine. I mean, how is he a man of the people? Just explain that.
Dude, how is he supposed to be a man of the people when he looks like the goblins from Harry Potter Hogwarts? I mean, I just can't wrap my mind around that.
Look, you can be a man of the people and still be rich. I mean, just because you're rich and drink good wine doesn't mean you're not a man of the people.
Well, if you followed
What
ass
makes
fraud
well
into ass tea, then you got slaughtered.
no
So
no
that's
no
all I'm
no
saying.
no what made him a man of the people was he shared his alpha with the people because he was all about
Well,
helping
he's
he was
sharing
all
it
about
now.
helping the
He's
people
sharing
who
it
would help
now,
themselves if they
but at a
listen.
Sir, you're
price.
misconstrued on what the word alpha means. You got to have alpha to the first share it. The
He,
dude doesn't really provide much value of anything.
he's got
Like if you want to
alpha.
learn how, if your people are going to pay $250 a month to learn how to lose 80% on like a basket of stocks, like yeah, I can show you how to do that for yourself. Like it's not that
I
hard.
mean that's kind of a silly way to put it. The man's got alpha. Like just because the stocks are in a pullback doesn't mean he just doesn't have alpha.
My man's been beating his chest for 18 months on Open Door. Yeah, that's real alpha. I bet he's led some
Well,
real good sheep to slaughter.
I
I
mean,
mean, come on, what are we
I'll
talking
agree
about
with
here?
that. I don't like open door. I think the whole
How many more
iBuyer
do you need
model
me to
is
name off?
silly.
How many more do you need me to fire off? It's every single one.
Look,
He's got like two good picks out of the entire
not
portfolio.
everyone is right about everything.
Nah, but when you bat such a low percentage and then like perceive to tell people like online like you provide alpha, even though now they have to pay $250 a month to lose
Like
80% of their ass.
I really resent the fact that you're making me defend him after he pulled this stunt
Don't
Mitch,
do
today.
it.
Mitch, just
Join
pay the
the dark
$250 a
side.
month or stop crying about it.
All right, enough bickering. Fred, what do you think?
I need Fred to unblock me.
Fred, what do you think about the whole thing? Do you think it's
I
weird?
mean, the only thing I can say is I'm about to pass Mike Alfred in followers, like tomorrow. So
So you
I'm.
How
have
much is your subscription
you
going to
have
cost?
you
So that's my own little personal thing, which I'm pretty happy to
so
actually pass him in
so you have
followers.
you're about to have more followers.
When subscription?
Would you ever offer these $250 a month subscriptions?
Yeah, I don't see the need. Why do that? Why would he do that? Like, I mean, honestly, the guy's worth like $100 million. What the fuck does he care about? You know, catching an extra $250. Why does he care? I don't understand.
Well, his big well, I know someone who subscribed to him and he had a space today, and his reasoning was he wasn't getting high quality people to interact with before, which doesn't really make sense to me because he already curated who the speakers were on his spaces. So
So but
that doesn't really make sense to me.
he's clearly worth a lot of money. I mean, that's not it. Really, that doesn't really that amount of money doesn't move the needle. So I mean, what do you? I don't know. I'm Tim Kotzman now. I don't think he's that kind of level. So there's probably the 250 probably does move the needle for him, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tim's sort of trying to say, listen, I want to kind of create a business for a small group of people, and it's going to be a business, and I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin treasury field in depth to those, 50 people. And, I think it's probably an okay idea for Tim to do, actually, it's a sort of like, look, there's probably more to this than just a one-off, right? I mean, it's people are finding their business models, and Giovanni had a paid thing at one point. I can't remember what it was, and also Cena did. I don't hear from him much these days, but I do think
What
you
happened to
lose
Cena?
off. Yeah, I don't know.
What happened to Cena?
I mean, I don't think anything happened. I mean, I think he was, pushing this. He had a newsletter called Business Intelligence, Bitcoin Intelligence. And then he sort of, I don't know if that's still going or not or what, but yeah, he's just not participating in the debates, right? Which I think is you fit, or you're not participating in the debates and you're selling subscriptions. So I don't know. Like, to me, I think it's cool to be participating in the debates and you get a lot of information. So I don't know. I think Mike Alfred's probably going to regret actually charging this subscription. I think he's going to end up regretting it.
So I know that. I mean, I like him. I never was I'm not like a super fan to listen to his spaces and picked all his stocks or followed all his stock picks. But there's a lot of people. I got even a few messages that people are really upset about it, like really upset. And
me
so they don't
too.
really like him anymore.
I definitely got a bunch. A bunch of people are like, God,
Yeah, no,
I'm like unfollowed him because I'm like, okay, yeah, well,
yeah, and they're like, what a bunch of greedy assholes. Like I don't know. It's crazy because people love him. I mean, I like him too, but I don't think about him that much,
Like I said at the beginning, this is a standard playbook for most furus on this app, right? Like everyone, by and large, ends up doing this because the real money to be made is just selling subs.
But it's not real money.
I don't think
mean,
that
if you
money
think about
moves the needle for him. To be honest, the whole thing is confusing in part because having followed him for years, I know that he's constantly complaining about I don't have enough time for the friends I already have as it is, so don't try to be my friend. I'm just here to talk stocks, and I need to get off some board seats because it's just way too much time, and like for him to drop a sub where he's like doing private DMs with like 300 people, the math doesn't math for me on this. Like at first I thought it
because
was a
he's not going to have
troll.
to do any. People are going to sub, and he's not going to do any work.
Okay,
250 by how many people did he say are in it? How many, is he making 50 G's a month in day one? Like,
I mean, I
bro,
think
like
there's
it's
300
easy
people
money.
signed up for it now. Last I checked, it was like
Yeah, it's easy
270.
money. 300 times what? 250?
I mean, he's making like $1 million a year now, almost off these.
Yeah, in 24 hours, dude, pretty genius. You know, that's where the easiest money he'll ever make in his career is going to be is saying like, "Hey, pay me to listen to my shit," and then slowly not give them anything. That's how it's going to work.
Well, what's I that's kind of a cheeky way to put it, but I don't think that's too far off the mark, and this is why. People are speculating that he's doing this because he got in trouble for posting on social media despite holding multiple board seats. But what doesn't make sense about that is you're held to an even higher standard in that whole sort of insider trading, insider sharing of material, non public information type of stuff in a paid private
There's
setting, because not only is it private, but people are paying to hear your alpha. And if you're sharing what's essentially material, non public information in a paid private setting, that's way worse than sharing it in a truly
Mitch.
public setting.
Mitch, trust me, because I have the subscriber option, and I was like, man, I could make like a little extra money probably. I looked at it's way riskier. There's a lot more legal liability. It's not fucking work. So that's actually the opposite.
I
Because I
know
was like, oh,
that's what I
I
was
can just
saying.
offer
Like,
$15 a month or $25 a month, and even just show my trading. Not even that I'm a great trader, but like I don't know, maybe people would click on it. But then it's like, no, man, it's you're under a lot more scrutiny than if it's free. So like, I don't even want the.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're trying to go behind a paywall to escape some sort of liability like that, like I'm sorry that's not
Dude,
going to
he's a
work.
smart guy
That's why
with.
this doesn't make
He's
any
a smart
sense
guy
to me.
with fucking lawyers. He's not. That's not the reason. That makes no sense. He doesn't not. He obviously knows that's not what's going on here. You know what I mean? The guy has
Yeah,
like
no, I hear that.
whoever said that was just being a moron because that's not. It's the opposite.
Yeah, I hear that.
The
Just
opposite. He
the
knows what
math
he's
that
doing.
doesn't math in my head is how with some guy who is always complaining about the spare time he doesn't have is gonna like be a quasi trading desk for like 300 people.
Because he's not.
I
He
mean, right. He's not. So how soon how fast does that whole subscription model just implode on itself when people realize they're paying $250 to just like hear the same spaces that they were hearing over the past 3 years?
it's the thing is like for Tim. Like I'm not saying Tim needs it or doesn't need it, but he may. You know, like it might help him because of his situation. I don't know. Like it might be a good business for him. Like clearly Mike and a lot of those guys worth whatever 100 million, they don't. It's not even really a. It doesn't move the needle, right? That's the thing.
I mean, he's making. We're gonna make 1% of his net worth. If he's worth 100 M and he makes 100, and when he makes 1% of his net worth by literally doing nothing, like literally doing exactly what he was already doing on this app, like it seems pretty
I
fucking
guess. I
easy to
guess if
me.
you're. I
And I
guess if you.
believe, I bet he's gonna run this thing up, dude. If he captures 3% of his entire followers, he's got
I guess.
350,000 followers. I mean, what if he
I
captures
guess
3% of
that
this?
that
That's
only that only
10,000 by
that only
250. That's
no,
two
but that
million a
only
month.
assumes if you're not actually putting in the work you're saying. Because then, if you put in your work, you're saying it's clearly not worth it from a time perspective, right?
Yeah, I mean,
You're
I get it.
basically
I just
saying
don't think
it's
he's going
worth
to
it if you're.
actually provide anybody with anything, and they're going to
That's.
pay
I
for it.
mean, the cost benefit only works if you're really not going to do it, right? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. So I don't know. We'll see what he does. I bet he captures a much fatter percent than where he's at right now because he's one day in. Let's see in a month how many subscribers he has at 250. He'll probably run like a little 45-minute space every day. People will get to ask him questions, and that'll be that. And he's going to make, he might end up making $1 million a month off that.
I don't know, man. It's kind of like going from industry to consultancy. You slowly lose your relevance and your edge.
Yeah, I think that's the one of the. I think that's the the other thing is like you start to get less reach right over time. Um, I don't know, man.
Well, yeah. How much reach are you going to have behind a $300 paywall?
I think
Like,
I think the weirder thing is that to me that suddenly there was a lot of people doing it at the same time, like Tim Kotzman and like two other people. I thought that was weird. Elon,
was it all over the last week?
yeah, it was all at the same time. I think what might have happened is Elon was like, do this or you'll get, you get like a special incentive or something, because there was a lot of people all of a sudden did it. It's been an option. I mean, I even had the option like back like last year where they got like an email about this and stuff, and it's been a thing for a long time. So I don't know. I don't know why suddenly there's a lot of people in it. Um,
Well, probably because people are getting blown out of their fucking holdings and they need liquidity.
like to me,
I heard.
I don't really want to
I heard. So,
I don't really want to make money on this app unless it was real money. If it's a little bit of money, it's just more. I feel like the problem is if it's not a lot of money, it's like you're just taking on weird risk, legal risk, identity risk, docs risk for like, you know what I mean? If I was making that kind of money, I would do it. I'm not gonna lie, right? You know what I'm saying?
I, I think you're absolutely right. But on the topic of why, I'm hearing a lot of chatter about this YouTube channel called Iced Coffee Hour, where like this dude named Kevin Jew or like some Asian looking guy was like, "Yeah, I started this subscription for like $500 a month, and I
Oh,
thought no one would join it, and like all these motherfuckers joined it, and I don't do
oh,
shit."
yes, that came out.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
that's right. That came out like 4 or 5 days ago. Oh, I see. Yes. Now it's all the puzzle is going into place. I see. Yes.
Feels dystopian as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You see what's going on?
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it.
Well, here's the thing, Mitch. There's really nobody in this world is a man of the people or a man of anything. Everybody, including you and me, in the end, is just really looking out for Umaro Nuno, or I don't know. Sorry, I don't know Spanish. Whatever. Umaro, what is it, J Dog? You're Mexican. Numero
Numero
Hey,
uno.
uno.
that's racist, bro.
Hey, I'm half Mexican too. You didn't know that?
Are you really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I don't
mom
speak
is.
Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish either.
Oh, there we go.
I,
Hey, we're
it was
brothers.
weird. I was around it a lot, and then literally didn't pick up one lick. Like I
Bro,
kind of never liked it.
I took school
Me
for like
too. I
10
took
years.
it.
Yeah,
I grew up around it. I
nothing.
took it, and I never learned. I honestly, I never liked it. Even when I was little, I was like, ugh. I liked English. Like I didn't. I just like the sound of it. Oh man, people are gonna think I'm racist, but I can't be racist, right? Well, I'm half. So
You're
did
Mexican.
you not like? Did you not like it either? Yeah, I was always like, oh man, I just didn't.
It's not
I
that I
was just.
didn't like it. It's just I don't know. It didn't stick. You know, it was hard to
And
stick. And
also, they talk so fast. I was just always like, fuck, you know. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's the hard part. So even you can learn in school, and then you hear someone actually speak it, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying at
They
all.
talk so much faster than like people in English. So even I was always like,
All I
just,
know is
just kind
no
of,
hablo español.
yeah, no hablo español. Numero uno. Numero uno. So, anyways, Mitch, that's just the reality of life. See, that's why I'm not bothered by any of this stuff because to me, it's just, I don't even think it's immoral or bad or anything. People are just, they're looking out for number one, and that's just the reality we live in. This.
I see exactly what you're saying, but like, I feel at some point, if you're a normal human being, you get the sense of you need to avoid being a total faggot, and like charging $250 a month for spaces that you're not doing a very good job of that. It's sort of like hosting a $250 BYOB party. It's like you can come to my party for $250, but you've got to bring your own champagne. It, it leaves a very bad taste in my
What do
mouth.
you think they should do
I
then? Just
hate it.
share it for free?
I think what you said about it not being worth it from a legal and everything else standpoint is true. If you're going to share alpha and you want to get your clout and your accolades, then yeah, share it for free or have like a $5, $10, $20 sub with like maybe a little bit of extra alpha. But
So you're just mad it's out
I
of your
don't know,
price
man.
range.
Like selling out your entire base for $250 a month, like something in that model's broken. But he sits on like multiple boards. He shouldn't be charging for investing alpha to begin with.
Mitch, does this make you want to sell any assets?
No. Like I didn't buy
I
anything
thought
just because one guy told me to buy it.
I thought you said you were sick of backs or something. They changed their strategy.
No, I'm not sick of backed. I love backed. I'm
Uh,
hearing an echo from someone.
I mean, I tuned into his spaces. I don't know for years. I don't think I bought any of the stocks. Maybe. What did I buy a stock you ever was into?
Dude, I never realized how Cosby was halted. Dropped 8%.
It's Cosby.
Okay, well, we can call it Cosby if you want. But Cosby ended up dropping our fucking
Mitch, are you
8%.
doing the X money?
I got the email for quote unquote exclusive access, but I've not signed up yet. I don't really feel the need to do it. I have enough fucking platforms with the money on them already.
You don't trust X to be your banking?
No, dude. Do you?
No, this fucking thing blows. Why would I trust this fucking shitty platform to be my bank? Are you insane? The whole thing is just it's kind of ridiculous that they can't fix this app and then they want to be your bank. You know what I mean?
I've already got Wealthfront, Schwab, Kraken, fucking Chase. I'm certain there's a couple others I'm forgetting.
Really?
Bro, don't you have like 12?
Yeah, I got like fucking a lot of it's such a every tax season there's just so many fucking forms. I really fucking need to simplify. I'm gonna try to reduce it by like 50%, like next year, maybe the end of this year, so that way my next year reporting is easier. There's just so much shit.
Don't you have like multiple K1s too?
Oh God. Yes. Yes. It's fucking sucks. And then I still had equity from a company from like 2020 and I sold it last year. And then since I lived in New York, I was supposed to pay taxes because I got awarded to it. And I don't know how they fucking found out because I didn't even realize it. They fucking sent me a bill. It's like, oh my God. So annoying, right?
Dude, never fucking live in a blue state by choice because they will try and track down every dollar you ever made, even like decades after you leave the fucking state, trying to get their piece of it.
Dude,
Hey, Mitch, you're on these mining mafia
hold on a
groups, right?
second.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Hold on, Mitch. So to me, what I thought was weird is they have all these fucking problems for fucking they got all these issues with this and that and crime and it's like they really have the fucking wherewithal to track down this like few thousand from like 8 years like 7 years ago. It's like that like what the fuck, like what, you know what I mean, like isn't it
Well,
crazy
that's
like
why they need to fund that fraud.
Hey, tax collection is the one thing that these blue states don't skimp on as the budget
but
dwindles.
it's like I just feel like to me if I think about it just from a cost benefit analysis I feel like the money they spend on all this like shit and the piece of people there and the buildings and the computers, it's like I don't even know if it's really worth it for a lot of these things unless they're getting the billionaires. You know what I mean? From a purely monetary aspect.
Yo, Mitch, AI guy added fucking British Hodl to one of our groups.
Oh my god, no, not that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Do you
Which one is he
I
in?
just see
Oh,
he's in group
oh
one,
no,
but
not the OG group. God damn it.
what do you think?
yeah, no, I just see him posting like, what the fuck, and then he goes, fuck, Shepard's in here too. All the retards are in this group.
That's a fucking Pico bottom signal if I've ever seen one.
I don't know who let him through the front door.
See, I mean, I don't know, man. British Hodl does not have a good track record when it comes to stocks. In fact, I think he's got one of the worst.
Dude, this group chat can get wild.
Shepard, you gonna
Uh,
do some zero DTE trades tomorrow?
Uh, I just want to fucking survive tomorrow, man.
Dude, Shepard, when did you join Bitcoin AI guys sub? Because I saw you in there.
I've been in for over a year. I'm in OnlyFrens too.
I joined today out of
Oh,
solidarity with the boys when Mike Alfred dropped his bullshit.
wait, you joined
No,
OnlyFrens?
no, no. I joined Bitcoin AI
Mitch, are
guys
a lot of
thing.
people upset about that?
Dude, all the OGs that joined Mike Alfred in the Iron trade are livid. Like,
Are they like saying they're not gonna?
Are you talking about the chats, Mitch?
No.
no, Mike's new $250 a month paywall.
Yeah. But I'm saying, are you talking about all in all mafia chats?
I mean, they're all in the mafia chats, but I'm talking about like the dudes who are like in Iron with Mike Alfred in as early as 2023. Like
Yeah, I was
Mike
gonna.
is dead to all of them.
Oh, really? Everyone's mad.
Have you not
Yeah, there's a
noticed?
lot of
Yeah, I
pissed
have
off
noticed.
people.
Kind of, to be honest. I'm a
I
little bit
mean, dude,
surprised that
it's
people are.
like everyone's working together to build this community, and like, Mike's the guy who's like sitting on some of these boards, and he's like, I need my broskies to come have my back, and will you follow me in this next endeavor? And that was backed, and of course we do. And we're all kind of encouraging each other not to sell, hold, having all these spaces, just talking with the boys, etc., etc. And then it's just like, fuck y'all, $300 a month, bitch. Yeah, people are mad.
Yeah, I mean, I like OnlyFrens in terms of the subscriptions because he actually uses it towards seeing the build
Yeah,
outs.
I like Franz. The only reason I don't join is that's not really how I approach it. Is I just hang on a second. Sorry, wife walked in. Yeah, I like Franz, and he's got a really good thing going with the satellite imagery and tracking progress on all the sites. But like, they kind of drive me crazy. Like, I bought Iron because I think they're going to execute, they're going to build, they're going to keep doing what they do best in class. So I just buy it and assume they're doing what they're doing. I mean, I kind of pay attention to what's going on tangentially, but I don't know. Keeping up with
Yeah, I'd
every
say
excavator that's going across like Horizon, that's a little bit much, bro.
yeah. I mean, it is nice to know Horizon One timelines. I think it it'd be like a sign from God if Microsoft announced Horizon and it being used or whenever that handover is supposed to happen. Um, but that chat is way more even keel than all the Mafia because Mafia everybody's like kind of fucking pissing and moaning. But Franz is like a little bit more level headed with
Why
more
are they
serious
pissing and
investors.
moaning?
Because everybody's getting like fucking annihilated right now, man. Everybody's bleeding on the streets right now.
But I think the thing I'm confused.
Is it like Mitch can correct me if I'm wrong? If you're to look at the sentiment in our chats right now, I mean, some of it's just like retard maxing, but like other ones are people are kind of pissed, like nervous, annoyed. Like I'm like that's why I'm more bullish on the data centers currently right now. Is just because like the people you thought were in there, like the bulls are like kind of stampeding through the gates.
Are
Like
people
they're gone.
are
They're
people
Yeah,
leaving.
sell?
I hear what you're saying, and I think that's going on in most of the mining mafia groups. The one I pay attention to the most, which is Group One Verified, where it's only the blue check marks. That one tends to be better. That's pretty even keeled, but like the other ones, some of the bears and the Taurus are kind of in control, and I agree that's annoying. But I mean, Bitcoin AI guys private chat, that seems to be pretty cool.
What are they? Why are they upset though? I don't know. What really
Because
changed?
the price is down, man. Like everyone wants to like think and claim that their sentiment is not price driven, but 99.9% of the time it's fucking price driven. Like the only thing that has gotten me upset this cycle, despite like seeing blood in the fucking streets and various parts of my portfolio at times, is getting fucking stabbed in the back by Mike Alfred. That's the only thing that's ever gotten me upset this whole time.
Well, to me, look, I don't really. I'm not bearish on data centers. I mean bullish, but if I make a trade like I do service now, the price of it is irrelevant to what's going on fundamentally. You know what I'm saying? If you're in it for the long haul, if you're trading it, I get it. But apparently these guys are supposed to be long term, so it shouldn't really. You're not really not a good long term investor if you're bothered by the price action within a period of time. You know what I mean? A small window.
Yeah, that's right. And that's that's the big key to being an investor that actually sees green at the end of at the end of the rainbow, right? Is you realize the fundamentals of a company are often very disconnected from the price on the screen. Like as long as the fundamentals keep getting better over time, if you can buy more when the price insinuates a valuation less than the value of those fundamentals, and you just fucking buy when that happens, like you're gonna be fucking fine. But like if you don't pay attention to the fact that the company's doing just fine, but the price is down, and you just fucking sell because the price is down, so you think the company must not be doing what it's supposed to do, like that's when you get fucked.
Are the fundamentals different?
I mean, yeah, in a
I
good
think
way
Iron's.
though. Like the fundamentals are different for AI in that it's only getting better.
I think Iron's been improving. Well, like we have the I mean we're on a different for some reason. Nvidia has a call option on us. We have a decent chunk of cash. We will be handing over Horizon One soon to Microsoft. I'm hoping it's within the next month. Like their energization is where it should be. They're hiring on good talent for all their staff. That's coming from either who would be their partners or their customers. Marantis is supposed to happen in August, which will come with its customer base, right? I'd say they are. I mean, it is weird to be trading at like peak Iran levels right now for Iran. Like that's the thing that kind of pisses me off. But outside of that, like most of it's I think even keel.
You know,
But you agree, the fundamentals are only getting better, despite the price showing blood in the street. Think of
Yeah, but I do think it like regardless of price, like yeah, I agree with fundamentals, and we can say price all day, but
oh
if price
fuck!
is driving element of something. Is I think we do need to hold the 30s for Iron.
Nebius is at 161.
Yeah, wait, what's the percent?
It's down 5% overnight. It was down like 10% today.
Yeah, it's just fucking. I don't know why the hell. I mean, I get it a little bit, but we shouldn't be this entangled with fucking DRAM and RAM. Like, come on.
Nebius has kind of been bleeding against the asset heavy players like Iron and Cypher for a while though. And I kind of anticipated that happening because like as compute gets more scarce and harder to produce, the people who don't actually own anything are just going to get squeezed. So I tend to
Yeah,
not really pay attention to Nebius's price as like a gauge of what's
but to,
going on.
but to be fair, Mitch, as a neo cloud, like we do follow it. I don't know when we're going to stop following it, but we do. So whenever it seems like we take the stairs up when Nebius takes the escalator, but we both take the escalator down. I think that's probably the frustrating thing for the rest of the market. Like Nebius is the quote unquote leader, right, wrong, or indifferent for neoclouds right now, and we just have to figure out how do we get that sentiment shift.
I think it'll happen. It just takes time. Market needs to digest it. They need to realize that valuing Nebius at like a $50 billion valuation and Iron at what the hell is it at 12, 15? Maybe doesn't make any sense, and they
You're
should at
right.
least
It
be
should be
flipped.
zero, mate. Should be zero, my brother.
Who's that? Who's that? I can't tell,
Oh shit! you, you woke the bear.
It should be zero, mate. Got that right.
bro. No good person has respect for bears.
No, it's just the business, man. The business is terrible. Terrible business.
Who is talking?
It's Datoshi.
Why is AI a bad business again?
Because you end up spending more money than you ever see come in. As simple as possible.
Is that every business involved in AI or just some?
Data centers specific. But I think the others might have some contagion.
Are you sure about that?
I am positive.
I'm glad you're positive.
To me,
I don't know that I am, but I'm glad you are.
I don't particularly like infrastructure heavy stuff because I'm just kind of reminded of things like telecoms, railroads, like generally things that are expensive to build. You have to also refresh them. It's just you have this sort of continuous capex that kind of
This,
bleeds the margins over time.
Ryan, are you up here?
So another thing is too. Sorry, I forgot my train of thought. Sorry, I don't remember, but yeah, I don't. I just particularly don't like stuff that involves a lot of what do you call it, capex and heavy machinery. I like stuff that's asset light, personally for me, just because like historically, it's usually not great, right? Um, fuck, I
Yeah.
said
I think it depends. When when the Industrial Revolution was coming along, when you had the railroads and the factories and the meatpacking plants, the money was in the hard infrastructure, and that's where you got rich. You're right. There came a time when railroads kind of plateaued and there wasn't a lot of money to be made anymore. But as those things were getting built out, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, that's how they got rich.
it's just the problem is like it's a moment in time and then it's kind of gone because margins shrink right
Well,
over time. And like
well,
what?
sure, but if you invest in it early and
You
you
can't
get
compare
out
these two.
and
It's
you get
not.
out as the market matures, that's the trade,
So
right?
one of the
Like,
things it kind of
That's
reminded
a
me of.
terrible comparison.
So one of the things it kind of reminds me of is everybody was bullish on Amazon. They're like AWS, AWS. And I always had this, like, I couldn't completely understand it, but I was always like, I don't know. I don't think Amazon's going to be a really good investment because they invest in all these servers and it looks like you have high margins, right? But really, they're like, oh, fuck, we got to upgrade it again. And this kind of thing played out. Like, that's why it kind of always trades lackluster.
Yes. It
They just the problem is like you can never realize the cash flow because you always have to be like, fuck, we
It,
gotta go buy another place and servers again. And 4 or 5 years later, you're like, oh fuck, we gotta rebuild. Like there's no way you can.
I
now
mean,
it's every
yeah, but
year. And Mitch,
AWS isn't really internet infrastructure.
you can't
Like,
compare this to railroads and oil infrastructure. It's a
sure you
9 day
can.
difference. No,
Why
you
can you
Yeah,
can't.
not?
but Ditoshi, what?
Because
But
you're talking about you're talking about most of the time a one-time capex expense for,
Okay,
let's say, a well that's
just
open for
hang
30 to
on a
40
second.
years.
You need to think about it from a first principles perspective. Railroads and factories were the manufacturing layer of the productivity of yesterday. AI
Mitch,
at the
I'm
data
talking
center
about the
level, the
capex.
data center level is going to be the manufacturing layer,
So you're
essentially the
gonna so
manufacturing layer for the
how is buying
productivity of the economy
GPUs
of tomorrow,
how is
because it's going
buying
to be
GPUs every
primarily AI
year
driven.
how
And
is
what
buying
and how do you get
GPUs,
AI? Via compute, via hard assets. So
Mitch,
you're manufacturing AI at the data center level, which means you're effectively the manufacturing layer
Mitch,
of the next gen
what,
economy.
well,
Mitch,
Look,
you they have to go buy they have to
even in the internet, which is not nearly as asset heavy as AI, because it doesn't take nearly as much physical infrastructure to just send a photo on fucking Facebook
Mitch,
as it does to spin up
dude,
GPUs and like
you're
say draft a stock purchase
you're a fucking
agreement using AI.
lawyer. You're a
Who
lawyer.
who
all right, relax.
okay, great.
Please.
The one,
Like why do
And
you try to
now and
talk about
now now we're transitioning back to more of a hardware based heavy asset heavy economy,
but the problem is,
which
here's the
is
problem I
kind of
have with this.
ironic because it's
what
AI,
the
but
fuck do you know about capex
But the problem I
AI
have,
takes a lot of energy, a
but
lot
the
of
problem, but
infrastructure to work.
the problem I have with this is like that might be true, but generally there's not a lot of cases where having a lot of
Dude,
infrastructure
this is
is a
like
good.
getting financial advice from your fucking plumber.
The problem is
It's
like
like,
assets, heavy assets and heavy shit. It's not really ever. It's very rarely a really good investment because it's just so fucking expensive to keep up, right? Like even
Tell that to people who like have made a killing on EPD though. Like there's a lot of money to be made in infrastructure if you
so
play your cards right and if you're in the right
dude,
industry.
you don't know
so.
what you're talking
But
about.
even actually, to be honest though, like I was thinking about this too the other day. I'm like, even with oil, actually oil stocks, which is like fundamental, there's infinite demand for oil. It kind of the stocks kind of actually kind of suck. I mean, some of them are okay for distributions, but it's really not. It's really not that great. I mean, it's decent. I don't know. I personally just. I mean, I have those pipelines, so it's okay cash flow, but I don't know. Like just the thought of like heavy machinery.
What do you mean, okay, cash flow? Astro, you also get
I mean, I
dividends.
have those.
Come
I
on,
have
man.
MPLX.
Yeah.
I have ET. They're
And
decent
the thing
dividends.
is,
I mean,
they,
Look,
like you
strip
said,
this down to the most basic level.
you need oil at
You
all
could have
times.
gotten your 300x in the build out of the internet if you just bought fucking Equinix early and held it 20 years.
This guy's actually
Like
retarded.
I don't get I don't get why people like Datashi just overthink this to the point where they psych themselves out of being able to make money on
Dude,
anything. Like
you don't
really
know what you're
it's
talking
not that
about,
hard
and
to
it's
just
fucking
think in
hilarious.
first principles like this.
Data centers are nothing like railroads, nor are they anything like the
Yeah,
oil like
I know you
infrastructure.
can't think beyond the literal, but some of us can.
I definitely can't think beyond the literal. Yes, I think buying GPUs every year, contributing to
You
capex by
don't have to
depreciating
buy
them off
GPUs
five
every
to
year.
six years,
You don't
is a brilliant business idea, and that continuous capex is an
you don't
amazing
have to
build out
swap
plan.
out your GPUs every year. What are you talking about?
I Mitch, you have no idea how the market works if you think that
I
way.
actually, I think there's one day.
You're actually retarded if you think that
Dotashi,
you don't have to you don't have
nothing
to
you've
keep
said
buying
has ever made
GPUs.
any sense.
I actually,
And everyone
Nvidia,
else here knows it.
if you believe you only need to buy GPUs once, go ahead, short Nvidia then. Short Nvidia to the ground. If you think no
so
one
That's not
else,
what I
you only
said.
have to buy.
That's
So
not
what's the
that's
point?
not what I
They
said.
Jensen comes out with a new chip every year and a half, okay, and it
So
almost
what?
does 60 to 100% better compute
I
than the
actually
last
do.
chip, right?
So what?
I
Dude,
actually think there is. I actually think there is a business model,
dude,
but it's going to involve them having to
you're
build out. a lot of their own software.
If you, Mitch, this is like me trying to read you a deposition. You don't understand the math because you don't live it and breathe it. Okay, you don't know what this all means.
I'll
Okay,
tell
And
you.
you
and
do?
it's
I'll tell
Do
you.
okay.
you?
I'll tell you
Of
one.
course, of
I'll
course
tell you
I
one
do.
thing I think that might
But
be
you,
a higher margin. So
but
one example might be, I want to spin up my own Kimmy or whatever. If they have a way that I can just plug into their cloud, then they can get that 100% of that of cost, or that margin, x cost, right? That
But
to
that's
me,
literally what Iron is trying to do
that is
via
but
their
that's
Astro,
hi-
NeoCloud
that
companies
that is
model.
higher
companies don't
margin
want to do that.
because I just go and put my terminal there, and I don't have to fucking deal with. We don't have to give Amazon a cut. We don't have to give Claude a cut. I think that is probably the highest profitability they could get. If they have to go through all these other like Amazon and pay Claude and all this shit, there's no money left over in the end for them, or very little. I think if they can do that, and they have everyone, all these businesses can, they have a consultant that comes out and you can just plug in. I don't know if it's going to be a great investment, but that seems like the highest return from.
Asteroid, you're literally describing Iron's NeoCloud business model.
I do think that's way more money than trying to have Claude or pass AWS, because I can just pay them and I
Astro,
don't have to fucking deal with it.
it's worse. They
Wait,
want, they want to own the hosting software also, and customers don't want to give out their IP. Okay, they want
But
to do stuff in house. They don't want to give out their
but
data
but
for them
theor-
to then go sell the data
but
also.
theoretically, if it's like AWS, they're not supposed to be able to see your stuff legally.
Yeah, no, but they're buying their own version of that, so they can't see everything. That's what they
If
just
it was
did like
private,
last
like
month.
for me, if I had a business that was
It's
private, I
not
actually
private.
would prefer to
Yeah,
use like one of these small
yeah.
pricing.
They just bought a hosting company that does exactly that, but they keep the data.
See, unless it's
hey, the
private, and
Dutch
if it's a
side.
private server for me, then I wouldn't be interested. If they can make sure it's private, I think businesses would be interested.
The Dutch side of curiosity. I mean, as you've been talking with Mitch, we don't need to rehash it, but I'm curious. Do you have the same sentiment as Colo?
Um,
No, Mitch. Sorry, that was for Dutch side.
Oh, the benefit of having like bunch of small businesses plug in is you don't really have to update them much. Like if Kimmy works, then people will be happy. If you want to host AWS and stuff, you're gonna have to buy this shit fucking all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I think. I told you this before, Asteroid. People are or companies are gonna start just doing it in
Well,
house. They want to keep their
I think you're
data and
kind of right,
intellectual
but
property.
keep in mind they will have to settle that stuff up. You're gonna have to hire a few people if they can ensure that they have their own private servers and their own private instances.
Yeah, but it's just better to do it in house in that case. You want to keep your data. A lot of them are also what they're probably building, um, like stuff using their data mostly. To build.
Well,
Um,
Dutch side, if that's true, why do people use
That's the
AWS and
thing is
Azure?
the only thing I will push back is we're doing the same on our own AWS instances, which technically is supposed to be your shit, but like it's kind of not your shit. You know what I mean?
In like email, Excel, right? PowerPoint, like all these things are done on like Microsoft's servers. So you'd have to make the argument then, and I know some people are paranoid enough and they will do it, but I don't think Greater Corp America would start doing like in-house like Proton Mail and that type of thing. I just think once they're an ecosystem and it's easy enough, I can't
Yeah, but it
see,
has to be
to Esther's
private,
point, like
it has to be
hiring those
private, and not be
people.
able to be shut down. Do you know what I mean?
I think that might matter for certain companies like pharma, but vast majority of businesses, they just want something that comes in a box that's plug and play. They don't have to fuck with.
I mean, I'm
I
not a
mean, I'm not saying I don't think open source is like going to play a role, but like
no,
for
but
example, at my
the thing is they
wife's
can
job,
leverage open
she's
source, but they can leverage open source and make more money, but they need to. I just need to be able to go online, say this is my private area, and you rent it, and you as a powerful enough to host Kimmy with this much compute and this much storage, and they need to guarantee the privacy and not to fuck with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all you're doing is hosting your own
That's because
instance.
like that. Then basically, it's like I bought it, but they're running it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then that would be
Like
your
I
new
would be
club.
kind of okay with that. But right now, having like this third party like in between, like a Claude or something, people are not going to be okay with that in the end. Like it's kind of a shitty because we got blocked for a while on accident, and I'm like, holy fuck, the business would just be fucked. You know what I mean? It's like no one wants to be rugged, and they don't want their shit taken.
Yeah, but I guess my only counter argument of that, and I'm not saying I completely disagree with your premise, but why wouldn't that be any different than any other like SLA that you sign?
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be in there as a, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It needs to be part of it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, imagine if somebody revoked Excel. Like, I think half of corporate America would shut down.
Um, so I mean, I'm not. I think that might be that's more viable, but hosting like Claude and shit, it's just I don't know, man. Like that to me, I would not be bullish on that, just because it's a lot of issues. It just seems like low margin in the end, and I don't know. I'm not bullish on that at all. The other thing I think is a little better. Like, because I'm saying,
Hey,
if I was
sorry,
a business, I'd be
are
okay
you
with it,
still up?
assuming it's 100% your shit, like on their property. You know what I mean? Like with Bitcoin miners, you can go put your miner in like a place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's equivalent to what it is.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just seeing what the hyperscalers say tomorrow for
Dude,
capex.
Nebius needs to be above 160 because I don't want to get assigned the shares because I'm getting nervous about this AI shit.
Bro, you
Getting
you
assigned those
didn't
shares,
fucking
buddy.
sell options on Nebius, did you, bro?
I told you I put a Jade Litter in 2 weeks ago at 160. I made like $850 per contract. It was fucking.
Fuck.
Now it's 161.
That's right. You can just short it and not even worry.
You mean just short it? Then I can pay for the op my. I can buy back my short put with my long
Yeah,
short put.
you could buy it
That's
back
honestly
50% cheaper.
that strategy. Like when I got blown out with short calls in April, I just fucking was like, holy fuck! I'm just gonna put a bunch of longs, and they all basically paid for my short calls to buy back. Like I broke like even somehow. It's kind of crazy. That shit kind of works if it keeps going in one direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it reverses, then you're like
Uh,
kind
da,
of in a weird spot.
Dashai, do you feel the same way about colocation?
I think eventually it has the same face. Probably take it a bit longer, but like I said, I'm just
Me,
really bearish on like the purely just the business models. They're terrible. Like just looking at it from a financial point of view. All right, you guys can gamble all you want on it. That's cool, but I'm just telling you that shit is destined to be dust in a few years.
yeah, I guess I'm just asking me because like like I don't
I'm
necessarily
like trying
totally
to be your
agree.
doctor. I'm telling you, the patients have fucking terminal cancer, and you're saying, "Oh well, you
This
know, it's a
guy's real
10%
bearish
chance."
on this stuff. I'm mildly bearish.
Yeah, well, also there's chemo, right? But just because Colo is different than Neo, right? So I was just curious on your sentiment, but it sounds like both
Are you
at the
bearish
end of
on
the day.
Google?
Okay.
Are you
I think
bearish on Google, Datoshi?
I mean, I told you, I think it's gonna the market has to digest its capex spend. It's probably gonna like go sideways or go down for a bit, but I think in the end it'll come out on top
Yeah,
of
but the
it.
problem is
I
now
don't
it's
think it's
transforming into its margins and its structure is
but
basically going to look like
yeah, but that's what worries me is
it's going to look like AT&T. Do you realize that? It's
they took out so much debt.
but
It was more than their free
and there's
cash
also a
flow,
lot
and Nvidia is almost gonna do the
there's
same
also like
thing.
two
So it's like,
trillion of offshoot debt too that's not even on the books.
yeah, I don't think the market's gonna reward companies that are going to continue to spend like that.
Well, it's already not.
And when
It's already not
the
wording
more
them.
they see they don't reward it, guess who gets hit? The data centers. Because guess what? That's where everyone is spending, and they don't mind cutting
Hold
spending at because guess what's only getting better and cheaper? Compute.
hold on, but you said they're not going to reward it. They're already not rewarding it.
Yeah, yeah, but it's going to continue.
So the problem, like the sad thing to me is you had Google and uh like Microsoft and all these places, they were like the free cash flow, like genies in the like bottle of just shooting cash out of their eyeballs. And now for like the next long time, they're basically going to be like AT&T and T-Mobile. Do you realize that? That's crazy.
Well, why do you think Apple hit an all-time high and they didn't?
I told you, I said this fucking shit like a long time ago. I'm like, Apple is probably going to be the best performer.
Whoever spends less is going to get the most reward, in my
Here's the thing
opinion.
about Apple. Here's the ironic part about it. I guarantee eventually Apple is just going to take one of these one of these uh, open source models,
Yeah, after everyone has
and
it
they're going to
figured out,
shove
yeah,
it on
they'll
the
come and
machine,
take
and
it.
they're going to have
Hell yeah.
actual AI, and they're going to could have spent $1, and it's like it's going to be the most ironic outcome, right?
Yeah, that I see that happening too. Out of all of the like mag companies that are also dipping into AI, they've spent the least, and they've been rewarded for it. So that's take notice of that.
They do need to get their shit together though, because they should really start integrating some open source models onto the phones to do something. You know what I mean? They really need to start.
Yeah, but if you're buying these companies that are just fucking spending capex out the wazoo, you're gambling on future earnings being insane.
And
And it's like, why do you need a gamble when you could just buy the guy that's not spending as
I'm so
much? And
fucking
you have,
bullish on
you know,
Apple, I'll be honest. Are you?
I think it does. I think it'll do better than Google,
So,
uh, short to medium term.
you know what? Another interesting thing is, um, we've been. How long has the AI been going on? Like 3 years.
Oh yeah, about
So
so.
far, there's a lot of studies from Deloitte and MIT and all this stuff, including, and then there's also economic studies, and every single one of them says there's really not
People aren't
there's
as progressive.
really no or there's almost no ROI and there's no GDP effect at all. So,
That's the thing. That's what people are
so
saying, and that's
and then
why.
I kind of look at it in my own, like I kind of look at the numbers and that that I've been doing for jobs and stuff, and I'm like, it really hasn't. And I'm just, it's wild because I will say, you build everything faster, you build a lot more stuff. It kind of seems like there's a lot more going on, but then you really look at
What
it, it really isn't generating much ROI. So there's a sort of
That's
there's a
what I
paradox.
keep saying. That's what I keep saying is where are the companies that are coming out and saying we spent X amount on compute and we got X returns and it's
Don't you
amazing.
find it?
Where are those companies?
It's strange though because you
All we hear is, oh, this company contributes to the AI infrastructure, so they're a good play. Like that's where these companies are
but
spending money. But you're not seeing their customers come out and say that, oh my God, this is great, because it's all like a CapEx
but
loophole.
don't you find it strange that isn't it weird that it like on the surface, I'm sure you use it, I use it. It seems like holy shit, like I'm like a god, right? Like I just boom, boom, boom. But then when you kind of like step back and you really measure things and look at it, it's like somehow it's kind of not really boosting your ROI. It's sort of weird, isn't it?
I think the companies that would benefit from it are very niche. Like they
Ah,
would need to have tons of data unsorted that they would like to have sorted and find patterns within. I think that's the most beneficial
I
for
think
them.
there's more
Like
to it than that.
I think it'll revolutionize like produce and agriculture in my
Yeah,
opinion. I think it'll find out better ways where better times where, you know, produce are better and things like that. I think that's where it'll do great. I don't think it'll do great in like the things people expect, like, you know, like in tech and stuff.
it's like it's also it's kind of like you have a lot of directive from above, like you and probably me, and they're trying to like force it down your throat in some weird way that like isn't really generating revenue. It's like I think if these old boomers and stuff just kind of got out of the way and let you do stuff, it probably would. But like everyone's always trying to kind of push it in a way to like it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to get the fuck
Yeah.
out of the way, and maybe we could actually get some ROI. But it's like there's always this like barrier. I can't figure it out. It's weird. So like I noticed example, I'm getting more pressure to do shit that makes stuff worse in a weird way. Because it's like because it's easier to do things, I guess. I don't know. It's there's a paradox here that I think you'll see in the future though. when they start to look back at it, they'll kind of observe that even though you look like 10x more productive, there's some sort of like entropy and shit and paradox in something that happens where actually you don't really get ROI from it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They'll have a name for it in
I
the
could
future.
see that.
What?
I could see that happening. I mean, I think we see it today where it's like people will try to educate themselves on something they don't know, right? But they might not know how to prompt the AI correctly versus someone that is well versed in the field. So I've seen it a few times. It's like let's say someone's trying to tell you something about your job, right? Ask for it or what you're really good at, and they're just going off based on what they're prompting AI. It might They might actually think that they know what they're telling you, but to you, you're probably like, "Whoa, like what the fuck is this guy talking about?" Like, like it's not even the right prompt, like to get the information. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
It's like even if you're like curious about something, I think you still need to have the knowledge of how to prompt it, like with, but you would have to have the knowledge beforehand. You know?
yeah,
Yeah, it's always been how to ask the right
and,
question, and like I agree with you, Tasha. It's like you can see it today for
and
sure.
I think Joe had an example where people were like, "Oh, lawyers are going to be without jobs," and Joe, and maybe Mitch can attest to this too, but I've been hearing it from generally across law. Is like, actually, it's more busy than it's ever been, and it's because people are trying to be their own lawyers and they're fucking shit up, and then they need help. So like, that's kind of an example of like this weird like entropy that's created from AI that actually makes the ROI kind of.
Yeah. It probably takes away some like stupid legwork, but I don't think it's like
I,
gonna.
I I I actually think if look, I'm not even a bear. I use it. I think I get value from it. I think if people implemented it correctly and you didn't have all these dumb leaders trying to push you to do things all these stupid ways and all this kind of nonsense, if they got out of the way and stuff and you could just use it correctly, I do think it would start generating ROI. But like there's the incentives and corporations are all fucking weird. Like everything's just weird, you know? So I think that's why you're not seeing it. And also a lot of people are misusing it too, right? And so there's like that dead weight that's occurring. But
Fortunately, and you're right, Asteroid. A lot of people who claim they don't get value out of AI at work, it's primarily to do with the fact that their work doesn't let them use real AI. Like I'm lucky in that our law firm is trying to be tech forward in some sense. So they just handed us Claude and ChatGPT for business and said, you know, we have to learn this stuff, so go use it. And like as a fucking second year associate, I'm banging out first drafts of like stock purchase agreements for $150 million deals. Like
you guys need to get more optimized
that
though.
shit that would be fucking unheard of just a year
You
ago.
guys need to get more optimized though, man. You need the document retrieval system from Asteroid Consulting. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I tried to get you going on that like months ago. You're like, I don't know, man.
I thought you resolved the problem. It's still not resolved.
Well, it just got resolved. Uh, right before I left on vacation, someone dropped this bullshit on my desk where, all right, the buyer doesn't think we have like these fucking like 20 obscure documents out there and virtual data room they call it, where this person selling the company just dumps every fucking document they have. And I'm like, I really don't want to spend 15 fucking hours digging through the data room, so I might just see if Claude finally works with this shit. And it did. Like it combed through 2,000 different pieces of paper and found everything that these guys fucking wanted. It gave me the file name. It even said, we have this, but it's not executed, or we have it. And like this fucking Excel spreadsheet that was put together, the dates don't match. And it's like, I hand checked it all, of course, but I was like, holy fuck, it got everything right, at least 80% of the way. Like, it saved me 10 hours of work. I'm just sitting here thinking, am I even going to have a job 8 months from now? But like, dude, I don't know how someone can like use these tools and not be so fucking bullish on all this stuff, man. Like,
So I use it
this is
every
like
day.
the first quarter of the first inning, dude.
it's not that's not totally true though. Like there's the models are not necessarily going to keep getting better that much better over time. At
Th-
least not.
I don't know. I don't know how they
that's
can't. Like,
also
Why?
what I
how
was.
can
Why?
AI not keep getting
Actually,
better?
this is what I'm telling you. There could be demand, and it could be useful, but it doesn't mean it's
Because
profitable for these
what happens
businesses.
is the models they eventually start to plateau without breakthroughs in the architecture.
I don't know, man. I think we're a long way away from plateauing.
I don't think so because
What do
the
you
reason
mean?
is
Nvidia just
Here's my
backstopped OpenAI's
the
deal
reason
because
is
they didn't
no
have
the
money.
main
What do you
reason
mean?
is eventually they use up all the training data and you can only squeeze so much signal. Like that's and they're kind of at that point. You can kind of see it because Opus 4.6 to 5 is marginally better. When you look at the step changes between the other ones, they were big and it's going to keep leveling off. The breakthrough is
So,
going to
are you saying compute is a bottleneck?
no, I don't think compute is a bottleneck. I think that the bottleneck is the architectures are just fundamentally getting tapped out. I mean, that's just the nature of the architecture. They will eventually update it in some way. I mean, a lot of them say they can use reinforcement learning. I don't know if I believe that because in order to optimize it, you need some sort of what do they call it? Like learning function. I don't remember the name. Like how does it know when it's learning correctly if it doesn't have some strict definition of an optimization to perform? Like everything is so subjective in life. Like so, it's like I don't know. It can work for certain things where there's a defined outcome that's completely clear, right? Like coding, it's time. How long does this program take to run? What's the outcome we're trying to generate? But when it's like weird stuff, like what you're doing, I don't know how you use reinforcement learning or music. I don't know, but so far the models seem a bit tapped out, and I don't think they're getting that much better unless there's a breakthrough. To be honest, and to be honest, dude. The architecture of these models kind of suck, dude. I mean, they're good for what they're doing, but if they really want to get to real AI, I don't know if this deep neural network architecture is going to cut it. I think they're going to have to go back to the drawing board, to be honest, and develop something new. I don't think it's going to get us there. Really don't.
Well, I'm going to admit you're far more technically minded than I am, with you being an AI engineer in that respect. So I'll give you that. All I can say is I've been using these tools for like the past two 2 years now, and like the difference between how good it worked just a year ago and now, it's like night and day.
Oh yeah, it's way better. I'm just saying that the difference between each release will get smaller and smaller, which it has, right? Which it has, which is fine.
I don't see any evidence that like the advancement of AI is slowing down. It seems like if anything, it's getting faster.
Really, but I mean,
But
4.6 came out in November, or what is it, November? And 5 came out like a week ago. There's, I mean, there's a little bit of difference. It's just not. It's not that large. The step changes were so large between them early on, right? They were so big. And the other problem is too. Now a lot of the data they want to use is all contaminated with AI. So if you train AI on AI, there could be issues. Not to mention, I actually think that they might be under attack a little bit because I wouldn't be surprised if China and other places are trying to poison the well, so to speak, with shitty data, try to make it worse. So they have to figure out how to filter that out. You know what I mean? With like bad Git repos, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's a certain attack surface they can use. Um,
Yeah, I guess even if this is the case, well, let's say they never get better, right? Like, and yeah, some shit will fail or capitulate. Like, the sector's here to stay, and then these products are here to stay. So it just becomes who's using what products and how are they rolled out, and what are the associated fees? Because I don't see a company not paying fees for AI. It's just which one are you going to pay for, and how are you going to pay
yeah, I'm
for it?
bullish on it. I think actually, to be honest, they'll probably have some super smart researchers in the next few years come out with like the fucking big, the big like big one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, in real sense, like I would never go back.
I
Right?
mean, the model that will be
Like,
like the AGI that have like emotions and weird, like it'll be something, some crazy shit.
like while we were talking earlier with Lev, like I was working through a couple company financial stuff, and we have an enterprise version of one of the AIs. And I was annoyed of how to do something like certain formula. I'm like, just fucking figure it out. Like I know I can figure it out in a half hour,
You're
45 minutes, but
lazy.
you just do it.
You're
Yeah.
lazy.
But my point being is like that's a productivity gain, right? Like I could have done it in 45 minutes, but instead I prompted it and took 2 minutes to do, and I just kind of glanced at it, verified the numbers are right, and it's like, okay, this is good.
Why they think them, and people learn from it. God, dude, God, oh, this BIP 110 shit is
Dude,
so fucking gay. Like, oh my God, so dumb. I'm sorry, I gotta sell my Bitcoin. This shit is fucking complete just gayness. God damn it, so dumb, dude.
who's talking about BIP 110 now?
Thomas,
Dude,
Oh, he's still up.
God damn it, what is wrong with them? I don't know. Like, I think I'm gonna buy Ethereum. I feel Bitcoin is turning to kind of a gay space.
I don't get him sometimes. Like I don't get the BIP 110. I don't get the AI speak. I can never place it. He's not a
I like
bad
him. I
dude. I
mean,
don't think
I
he.
hang out with him. I'm his friend, but this BIP 110 shit, like Jesus Christ, it's just I don't know.
It's getting
It's
fucking
like
stupid, man.
it
Like
just feels like
it
it
feels
feels
like a
like some
cult.
like we're in a
It's like a fucking purity test, and they ship you off the island if you don't
yeah. It's
pass it.
weird.
It's stupid. It's dumb. And I agree with you. I mean, if he can't survive this, how the fuck you actually survive a government sponsored attack on a network? Like you don't.
It's just it's weird that they keep talking about it. Like, do not realize there's a cap on the size of blocks?
I also just want them to fucking fork off. Just fork. See if your shit works. If it does, then like you are the apex
So I went to
predator,
one of their
and you can overtake Bitcoin.
so I went to one of their BIP 110 monitors, and they said their signal rate right now is 2.27. Okay, great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the date. When's the date we can just like shut the fuck up about it?
I don't know. Are they ever
Is it in
gonna?
a week or is it never?
I don't know, are they ever gonna shut the hell up about it?
Well, like that's why when any of the like fucking cult leaders come, is fork, man. I'm tired of hearing you fork. If it's better, people join it. Like just like Bitcoin Cash, like you can point your hash power, man. Fucking fork. Don't be a bitch.
Mitch, do you think this whole thing is ridiculous?
I think BIP 110 is yet another manifestation of people claiming to be OGs, top Gs, real Bitcoiners, whatever, and price action just getting to their heads because, yet again, people need a boogeyman to blame their bags being a sea of red on. And if they can say, oh, spam or dick pics, we need some shit to like finally make number go up again. Oh, let's let's reignite the fucking block wars essentially. We can blame it on that. Like that's what's happening right now. And no, I don't like it.
It's it makes it's just the level of crash out about something that the blocks are empty. There's
But
Dude, you need fees in the system, man. It's insane how cheap these transactions are right now.
it's just like
It's like you can do a high level transaction. that would clear in like 20 to 40-ish minutes for like 5 cents. Like that can't survive the miners unless people get serious about trying to grow
I
a
can't
network.
wait. Like the problem is, if it fails, I just feel like they're gonna still talk about it. They're like, oh.
Hasn't that happened at like every Bitcoin bottom though? Like the economics just got bad for miners, and then Bitcoin ripped again, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah, true, Mitch. I'll give you that. I guess my point being is like they're empty right now, right? Like I don't get their hypothesis of like, oh, the box will fill up. Like maybe, sure, I guess. Right, as it goes up, it goes up. It's like a self-healing process with the hash rate and the miners. But I guess my point is like the blocks are empty. Like we have layer twos. It's not as big deal in my mind as they're making it out to be. Again, it's like this weird purity test.
I mean, you can fit the entire Bitcoin ledger on like $100 flash drive.
Yeah,
Am I right
but
on that,
but but
asteroid?
if we fill up the blocks someday, it'll be $200 because we can't afford it because we're like poor losers, I guess, that hold Bitcoin. Like,
Eh,
what the
eh,
fuck, man? It's like you shouldn't even be, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't even be buying. Like, I don't know, your Bitcoin's the last of your worries. Jesus Christ.
and you know what the other weird thing is too, like the idea if you censor yourself now, hello, people are just gonna keep pushing the button to make you keep censoring and censoring and censoring until it's shut off. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess memory becoming cheaper over time is going to stop being a thing or
Yeah,
something.
it's been straight down for 20 years, but suddenly it's not going to become cheaper because Bitcoin price is down and we need something to yell about, right? All right. I think that's enough for today.
Yeah, dude, your
No,
space
yeah,
has
keep
been like
talking, man.
6 hours, hasn't it?
Yeah, I gotta go.
As you speak, iron is going up, man. You gotta keep. You're the oracle, asteroid.
I need my
You're
Nebius
making
to
the
go up.
price.
I don't want to get those shares. I don't want Nebius shares.
Yeah, it's what is it? Iron's only down
Oh, it's going up
2%
to
now.
165. I'm gonna close it. If he fucking doesn't raise rates, I think everything will pump and I can close this trade for a profit like Thursday.
Dude, I would laugh my balls off if he
If he
cuts. I know
cuts,
it's not going to happen,
if he
but
cuts, I'm
if
gonna
he
own
cut,
like 40, 50,000 of Nebius. I'm gonna own a bunch of DRAM, and then I gotta be bearish. I gotta be bullish in AI because I'm bag holding. I gotta.
yeah, I'd like fuck, it, dude. I'd do the same thing. Buy shit, get drunk a little bit, laugh my ass off, fucking chew out some of these doomers on the X, and then go to bed.
I never really wanted to own this though. I was just milking that big juicy premium. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the
It
IV.
was crazy. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like it's crazy.
Yeah, I got fucked on some options. I'm just gonna make it back in the comments. I mean, it happens. It's a factor of life, I guess. But yeah, no, the IV are really juicy for
It's
sure.
insane. Bloom Energy. I might think about putting some puts on too. It's like 10% a month, bro. Like for 10 deltas, or like a week.
But yeah, I'm gonna start getting in the habit of yours. Is if I want something, I'm just gonna buy sell CSPs.
All right. Good night, everyone.